Hey, Pat The Pauper here, joined with Bob. How we doing tonight, Bob? I like that.
Doing
You cut
well.
off.
Cut off a sentence mid-stroke there to go live. Got it.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah. Hey,
Awesome.
thanks everybody for joining us this evening. If I sound a little bit hoarse, I'm getting over a flu or whatever it is. So just bear with me for the extra baritone in the voice this evening. Outside of that, been doing well. Magic the Gatherings just chugging right along. Lots of new releases coming right up. And Bob, is there anything in the short-term future you're looking forward to? Still a few
Well, I
months
mean,
before Lord of the Rings. Anything wetting your whistle till that release?
wow, so much to talk about. So for those of you curious about my background here with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I've just been obsessed with it since they announced the One of One ring. I mean, this is the closest thing we have to I've got a golden ticket. Um, and I talked about it before on the round table that I would love to see a Willy Wonka style. I don't know, secret lair or a set or something where you actually have 5 of 5 golden tickets to hunt for. So that part of it, I'm excited to see play out. Am I chasing it? No, not at these prices. That doesn't excite me at all. I'm not dropping $400+ a box. Sorry.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I get that,
you're
and I
going to
don't think
outprice me.
I'm quite going to be chasing it either. If I happen to be quite so lucky to be able to snag one, if I open up a pack while I'm doing a recording, and geez, Louise, Pat freaks out, man, I'd love for that to be a thing, but I'm not
Uh,
betting on it. I don't think
Who
anybody
wouldn't?
should.
You know, and I think ideally most of us, from an altruistic standpoint, would really like to have that be the way that this, plays out. Is that
Hmm.
somebody that just randomly gets lucky, not somebody who's let's
Hmm.
go back for those of you. Spoiler alert incoming on a, I don't know, 40-year-old movie. So if you haven't seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, I'm about to spoil some of it for you. So, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you have Veruca Salt and her dad, the ones on the far left picture behind me
1971.
with the red
That
dress.
movie's 52 years old.
Okay, wow,
Jesus.
it's slightly older than me. At any
Wow.
rate,
Mm.
um, in that movie, if you're not familiar with it, there's a scene where Veruca Salt's dad has his entire factory. He has like a peanut shelling factory, and he's got all of his workers shelling tens of thousands of bars an hour to try to find the golden ticket. And you have like other privileged people, except for Charlie, who's a poor kid, the little blonde kid in the black shirt on the right behind the little cowboy, who can only afford 1 or 2 chocolate bars out of the billions being opened.
Yeah,
And
there's
so
a scene
everybody's rooting.
in the beginning of the movie. The teacher asked during the fever pitch height of the hunt for the golden ticket, "How many did you open?" And each student says 12 dozen. "Oh, I opened 300. I opened 400." The teacher asked Charlie, "How many did you open?" He says 1. He
No,
writes
2.
down 100.
He
2.
says 2. He says 200. No,
No,
just
just
2.
2. He goes, "Well,
He goes, I
for
can't do the
math, I'm
math
gonna
on
write
just
down
2.
200." Yeah.
We'll call it 200.
Hmm.
And I think everybody, roots for that underdog. Hello, Cleveland Browns, rooting for the
Hmm.
underdog. Looking for Charlie to indeed get that last golden ticket. The
Hmm.
spoiled brat who her dad pays to have, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of chocolate bars open so she can win her golden ticket.
Hmm.
And I think that, sorry, that's a very long-winded way to get back to your point. It would be great if you sat down, opened a pack, not expecting to hunt for it. Bam! There's the One of
Hmm.
One ring, right? So you could draw so many parallels with this set, Lord of the Rings, to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Far more than you can drawing parallels to Lord of the Rings. At any rate, that's why I said it's very much got that fever or that flavor, however you want to look for it, because like boxes are sold out on Amazon.
It's the
The, the
hunt. Yeah.
the bundles, have you looked? Even the bundles, I think, are creeping up towards like 150 on TCG Player.
Well, so that's the thing is a lot of times you can't even find them. When I look for them on eBay, they're always taken down or something real
Yeah.
sketchy from like Great Britain or something. And if I do see them anywhere, they're extraordinarily higher than what I paid for them, which again, it was one of those fluke things. I'm glad that you, me, and Anthony got in on them.
That was
Yeah.
serendipity. I mean, it was
Yeah, I can't believe I
serendipity,
got a
really.
case of that shenanigans.
That was a serendipitous event, and that's, I think people root for people to get it more through serendipity and
Hmm.
good fortune. I will not
Right.
be
Yeah.
upset at all if some young kid, or not even a young kid, some old fart, somebody who's just, gets a pack as a prize at an
Hmm.
LGS for a Friday Night Magic at some point of, Lord of the Rings, even if it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now. I think that would be a
Yeah.
fantastic story. Though I think the worst thing that could happen is somebody who's cracking dozens of boxes of Rudy style on, YouTube for the
Yeah.
specific purpose of cracking packs to go hunting for it. For them to find it in those, I think would feel diminished to me. I think it would feel
Hmm.
much better if it was found, um, I was going to say homogeneously or just naturally,
Hmm.
through playing Magic. Um, People have also commented on like the price impact once the One Ring is opened. It
Hmm.
depends on how high the collector
Right.
packs get, right? Because don't
Hmm.
forget, and I said this, I don't remember on whose channel, the real hunt in those collector packs is going to be for the serialized soul rings.
Right. The other ones, the elf, dwarven, and human versions of
Yes.
the
I mean,
soul
you're
rings.
talking like
Yeah.
Hidetsugu neon ink style,
Mhm.
numbers there for those
Yeah.
serialized cards. And that's where I think the value will be buoyed by that, because I mean, who doesn't want a serialized soul ring, right?
Right.
Let's just be real.
Yeah.
80+% of the players play Commander of some form or another, and that's
I think
soul
DJ's
rings are like
got a good
90% of
clip
the
to use
decks,
right for this. I'd buy that for $1. Yeah.
dude. I
Yeah.
mean, and how much is the masterpiece soul ring, which is just the special bling? I think these are going to put that kind of to shame a little bit
Mm.
over time. Like, hey, these are
Well,
more special.
absolutely. And I mean, those are good cards. The soul rings are super powerful. I mean, eh, they're so good. It's almost hard to say they don't go in every deck. I think the EDH Retcast recently had a podcast including that discussion. Was that Soul Ring goes in like 84% of decks on EDH Rec. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
having
I
a
I, I
serialized
think you'll
version
I
would
think you'll
just be
see some
oh,
of the hype
crazy good.
drop the price if the ring gets, opened in a fairly
Absolutely.
quick period. Like it'll knock some of that dust off of it, right?
Hmm.
So this gets complicated, folks. Go ahead and put your Rudy pink visor on for this one. So
Right.
the longer that this goes
Get
not
my
being
hat out.
cracked, right?
Should I go get a funny hat? Should I put on a fun hat too,
That is
Bob?
totally up to you, Pat.
Oh,
I should
I'll
get my
I'll go get a
hat
cute
and put it
hat.
on.
I'll come back with something adorable. You'll probably not appreciate this.
So, like I said, I've been talking on a lot of channels, and understand you all should go watch Pat's short. If you haven't seen it yet, there's one that Pat put out there that we don't know shit. Nobody knows shit. That's the real juice right there. Bob, when he talks, me talking about myself in third person, he gives you the best advice that I can. I try to analyze it and I try to apply as much logic as I possibly can. I try to apply critical thinking, and yes, I have taken critical thinking in college. To what's going to happen here. But those soul rings are highly nice. The soul rings are highly used. And if they were rare, oh my goodness, would they be super high priced? They would be probably the most expensive card in Magic if they were a reserve list rare. If they were on a reserve list, they'd probably be the most expensive card in Magic.
Well, I
And
mean,
still
they're
Commander
so
legal.
good. A Soul Ring is such a broken card that it should well be on the reserve list. Like it's just so powerful.
But it is ubiquitous, right? And so
Mm.
to kind of bring this back to that, yes, the one of ones, the One Ring, it's a decent card. There's a broken combo with Mind Over Matter with it. Gotcha, no problem. Cool. There's lots of broken combos in the
Yeah,
world of Magic. That's fine.
yeah.
And then printing a new one. Hello, Miss Sherry Vegas.
Hey, Sherry.
Them printing a new one is not really a bad thing. And if you want a One Ring, the One Ring, they're in every bundle. Go buy a bundle, even the regular bundle. You
Yeah.
can guarantee you will get the One Ring. So it's gonna be like the 1 million ring is what it really is.
Mm.
But So the more that those products get cracked, right, the more the serialized soul rings are going to come into play. What do I mean by that? So let's say they get up fever pitch $500-$600 a box. I doubt that they could get any higher than that realistically. Not in this economy, not anytime soon. Hunting for a one of one, the One Ring. They may for a short period of time, but they're not going to be sustained at that price level. You can't. There's just people don't have that kind of money, right? And they don't even have, the room on their credit card to buy 5 boxes to crack them. Most people. So here's what ends up happening. The more that those things get cracked, the more the soul ring becomes a player. Right? So even if the One Ring gets hit, yes, you're going to see a drastic drop off in price, probably not below the initial MSRP, which is what I think right around $400. I think you're going to have a very hard resistance point at about 400 because people will start realizing, hey, wait a minute.
There's
you
this
can
other
still pull
chase.
the soul ring.
Yeah.
What's that? Right? Like there's still going to be it. We'll never know where all the soul rings get pulled, just like with the Hidetsugus and the Viscera Seer. People don't always crack things on YouTube. They don't always report, hey, I opened some special thing. Oh, well, I mean, most probably, Sherry, they will probably sell that thing. And depending on which type of personality of the person that opens that thing, it depends, some people just want to flip it as fast as possible. They'll take the lowest hanging fruit. They'll take the $100,000, $200,000.
So that's the thing is I'm wondering what I would do. I know, unlike investable collectibles, I would not, in fact, toss it into the fire.
I don't think anybody would. I think people that say that, all these people, I'll burn it, I'll shred it, I'll tear it. Look, you're not going to get the kind of views that would pay for the loss that you would lose on doing such a shenanigan stunt. No, most people are not going to throw $1 million away when they don't even have 1,000. They don't exchange being a millionaire for a thousandaire when it'll just be forgotten in 2 weeks. That's just not real.
I'd almost certainly sell it off, notably sooner than later. Try and make a whole public affair out of it, do
and that's
something
where you and I would be
like
different.
That.
You know what I would do. I've told you.
Yeah, absolutely. He would, in fact, toss it in the fire. He
not
said
fair
it a
when I
bunch
have
of
a mouth
times.
full of coffee.
Yeah.
I
You heard no rebuttal. That's definitely what it is. Yeah.
I wouldn't let anybody know. I wouldn't even let you know, Pat. I would let nobody except Sherry Vegas. She would know. I wouldn't tell anybody. And that's so I could keep buying some more sealed and keep gaining from, profiting from the gains that it's going to experience over a period of time. And when I'm done having my fun with that, or if I see it level off to the point where it's not really gaining anymore, then I just sell the One Ring. I don't really need to have something that hyper exclusive in my. I'm not a millionaire. Newsflash. So that at $1 million, and then they're going to take 37% in taxes. Blah blah blah.
Right.
You walk away with a cool 700,000. Turn that around, invest it into like some CDs and whatnot. Turn a profit in a short period of time to get closer to retirement quicker. Retire by the time I'm like 60. That's what I would do with it. Yeah. But I certainly wouldn't let anybody know about it. Now, these people saying they would send it in for grading, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Why would you grade a card that's one of one? What is it going to be graded against?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like, even if it's dinged, so what? There's one.
Yeah.
Right? The only issue is authenticity, right?
Yeah.
That's what people say that they would send it in for. I think the risk is too high for you can only insure things for so much in shipping. So what, you're going to spend thousands to go travel out to wherever some grading place is, get a hotel, have to talk with their CEO or whoever it is, their public relations, to get inside their factory to see their practices, which are proprietary, and they probably won't let you in where they do the grading. To do what? To put it in a slab that if anybody gets it, if I got it, I'd be breaking that slab open and doing authentication procedures on it myself.
Right. Yeah.
If anything, take it to WotC and see if you can't get a certificate of authenticity.
Yeah.
A picture of you with, Chris Cox, the card shaking hands. Mark Rosewater. Yep, it's real. Like that's what you really need.
That was actually going to be my first note. Is the first thing realistically that you should do as a responsible adult is to
contact
call
WotC.
Say, hey, I've pulled the One Ring. I want to do like a press junket or whatever, for me personally, hey, I've pulled this. I want some certificate of authenticity, some proof that this is in fact the item that you've made at a 101 serialization, and this is
Yeah.
the thing.
So for those of you that are not familiar with this in the collectible world, for things like art and albums and guitars and things, you're looking for what's called provenance. If you ever watch Pawn
Yeah,
Stars, right, and that's what you'd be looking for, is to establish something that doesn't have very specific provenance along with it because it's opened in a pack. So you need to establish that. Like that's what a real adult does, right? And the only way you're going to do that is going to the company that made the thing.
right. Yeah,
So I mean that's realistically what you should do. Taking it to Beckett or any
BGS,
other
yeah,
card grading is
yeah.
it's nonsense.
Yeah, and at that point, if you are trying to sell it, having them do a press junket or whatever, or even meeting your buyer, who's going to be a very wealthy individual by no stretch of the imagination, meet them at WotC headquarters. Be like, hey, this is the exchange of the emails. This is what we're doing.
I'm sure
Hey,
WotC would love to have that press.
oh, absolutely.
I think it would be. I mean, that's the way you really do it. And what they would probably
Yep.
say is, "Hey, meet us at whatever con, the next con or pro tour
Yeah.
or whatever." Right? That would probably be the smartest way to do it.
Mm,
Have an event, maybe have be up on stage there where they do their stage thing and the cameras all zoomed in and shit.
yeah.
They could really milk it. That's the best way to do it, right? To
Yeah.
really, but the key is establishing provenance, is what it's called, right?
Mm.
Is it authentic? That's the key thing. Not even the condition, because even if it gets dinged, whoops, dropped it on the floor, heavy play.
Yeah. Right.
It's the one of
Yeah. There's
one
still
ring.
just the one. Yeah.
There's nothing else to compete with it. So no matter what condition it's in, it's the best conditioned one of its kind in the world.
Right. I just hope Joey
So,
doesn't get his hands on it.
dude, that would be so funny. That would be so
Uh,
funny if he
Chop
does. That would
chop.
be
Yeah.
like that would like a sick part
Yeah.
of my mind would be absolutely thrilled to see that happen, and I would just love to see the blood drain out of his face after he
Right.
realizes that he did it.
Mm.
I don't really like people destroying cards, but I think in that case, yeah, okay, cool. That would
That's a
be
bit more
interesting.
acceptable right there. Yeah.
Yeah, a one of one ring. As much as like, I don't even want to see him cutting up basic lands or terramorphic expanse. But chopping the one ring in half, well, that would make an interesting part of the history.
Yeah, so it looks like
Um,
gift bundles for Lord of the Rings. Here, let me go ahead, do some
Do they have them on
share
Amazon? I've heard
screen.
like rumors that they pop up from time to time, but I have yet to see anybody say they actually got one.
So we've got 128 for Lord of the Rings gift bundles
Okay.
on TCG
See,
Player.
see if anybody's purchased any
Oh
like in the
yeah,
last. Oh,
they're
looks like they
they're
have for sure.
yeah,
Ah,
they're selling, you know, let's see,
like
this is
hotcakes. And these,
today.
what's crazy is so let's be real. And we were talking about
Well, it's
Lorcana
not even
distribution,
that
which
much
I'd
for
like to get back
today,
to.
but yesterday they were selling pretty well. This is like the price now. Yeah.
So let's talk about this for a bit and the risks associated with this kind of stuff, folks. So none of these people that are selling this actually have it in their hands. They
No,
can't even
they
guarantee they're
yeah.
going to get these, right?
To sell pre-orders, pre-sales on TCG Player, you do have to be a certified store though.
Sure. But there are still cases where certified stores in there, I've seen it multiple
Don't
times in
get
the
their
comments
shit.
of people going to buy things where I
Yeah.
ordered this and they had to cancel and refund my order.
Yeah.
That does happen
100%.
even on TCG Player, folks. So don't
Oh,
kid
this is
yourself.
wild. That the One Ring is gonna be eh,
Maybe
why
that
would it
version, because I'd like to see the price
Oh,
on the other version,
right, right.
the one that's guaranteed to be in every. Like, there's no way that price can hang. Is anybody buying at that price? Please say no. That
Yeah,
would
no,
be stupid.
somebody bought it today, yesterday, and the day
Oh,
before.
that's not
So,
that's not wise, folks. Oh my goodness. This is not wise. This is not wise.
yeah.
You can get a copy, the one with Gollum
Ooh,
reaching for the gold ring in any bundle, right? And so if you can pick up a bundle, I guarantee you're going to find something around $40. The regular bundle, it won't be this artwork, it'll be the full bordered one. It's just borderless. It is borderless. It's the One Ring borderless. There it is on the left. What? That's what?
That's why I wanted
Oh
to
my
pull
God.
up
This,
all
the
of
one on
them.
the left, guaranteed to be in every single bundle. Those people, God, anybody buying this? This is in every bundle. It's in every bundle, including the normal ones, not just the gift bundles. Can you please pull up Amazon? Because I want to point this out to people. Holy shit, and look, people are buying this?
Yeah. Looks to be.
No, people, no. Please,
Wow.
please pull up the Amazon site for this, for just a regular gift bundle that you can get for $49 or $52. And you're guaranteed to get one in the bundle. Like, people just, I'm going to quote my dad: "A fool and his money are soon parted." So there you go. All you have to do is not spend $124, buy 2 of these, guaranteed at this price from Amazon, which is most likely to fulfill their orders. It says down there, if you look on the third or fourth bullet point where it says 4 Mount Doom scene cards,
Yeah.
in the description, if you highlight the 4 Mount Doom scene cards, yeah, it tells you right there, Gollum and the One Ring. Those cards are guaranteed to be in this bundle, folks. So why would you buy one for $124 when you could buy 2 for $124?
Yeah, because the 4 Mount Doom scene cards they're talking about.
Can you go ahead
It
and
doesn't.
bring that up? I don't think they have a picture of it. But it tells you right there. If you click on that, right? If you see that where it says bundle art, no, go back
Bundle
to the
one in every box.
bundle alt art version, bundles and gift bundles, one in every box. Like, wow. Come on, people. I mean, come on. Do a little homework. That's obnoxious is what that is. Like,
So
you
what
see
you're
the
telling me,
people.
Bob, is that for $61.99, you get bundle one in every box. You get one of these, and it's currently selling on TCG for $125, and it
I'm not
costs you
telling you. You're
half that.
telling me. But yes, you're correct.
This is
Stupid.
not. This is not going to last. Is what that is. Is like this price.
Yeah,
This
but what
price
I'm
is
saying are the
super
people.
fucking
Those
wrong once
people
people
purchased
realize
that
it.
shit on TCG
Yeah.
Player, the one on the left.
Yeah.
And the ones at 55, once people realize that there's going to be a plethora of the One Rings out there. Good Lord.
Yeah. Fucking chumps. And this is just showing currently unavailable, which is
Well, that's because they
hilarious.
oopsied, right? And the
Yeah.
price on the far. So the
And
price on
these
the.
too.
So let's talk about let's get back to reality with this set. Let's talk about real with this set, okay? So what's real is this is a straight to modern set. Hopefully they're going to bring some more heat because it's been very mediocre at best. But you've got. I'm very curious about the starter kit. You know, at $16, I'm very interested in that. I want to see if it's all modern cards. Because as far as I know, all the starter kits have all been standard up to this point. Like, there's been no deviation from them being standard legal. This will be straight to modern, right? It has to. It has to because of the front-facing cards. Those are not going to be standard legal, and we know those are guaranteed to be in there. So it's a very curious thing. Still trying to wrap my head around how is that going to work. Right? That's a curiosity. So maybe if this becomes the only straight to modern starter kit that ever gets released, this might not be a bad little thing for $16 to pick up, to have 1 or 2 on your shelves. Give them out as a Christmas gift. The hell, $16? You kidding? People are dropping 120 on a card you can pick up for 60.
Yeah.
This is very interesting to me. Like, I am.
Yeah.
The price point is great. It's a great price point, right? It really is. $16. Cool. You know, when you're talking about the bundles being 120 something and these whatever, probably guaranteed to not get a One Ring in the starter kit. Just, spoiler.
You're not able to.
So, it's a curiosity. It's a great thing. I think, but the regular box prices are also not absurd.
Deadpool.
You know, if we go back and look at the set and the draft boxes, you know, in today's pricing, I mean, when you're comparing this, understand
187.
that this is very much in line with like Modern Horizons 1, Modern Horizons 2, watered down, but has the Lord of the Rings flavor on it.
Yeah.
So here's what's going to happen, right? Let's say they do some reprints. Give me like a modern card reprint that's not that pricey. Just give me any modern card that's not that pricey. Counterspell,
Aether. What do you mean by not that pricey? Whose standards here?
something like Counterspell is not that pricey.
Okay, that's a
Would you
cheap
agree?
card.
Huh?
Yeah.
Now, out of all of the Magic cards in the world, out of all the counterspells, hopefully this will be the only Lord of the Rings counterspell. You know, with that flavor, that art. So there might be some sly value here over time, especially for those that are Lord of the Rings fans that play Magic, and there's quite a few of us. A lot of us are into fantasy. So it could be some of these things. Lightning Bolt, Counterspell, some of these things that you could put in here that, well, I don't think Lightning Bolt's actually modern legal. So scratch it. But you get the idea, right? That there can be modern staples in there that aren't that expensive, that could end up being the one to have over time, right? Because of the art that's going to be on it, the special version of it. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like some of the AFR cards, but I think those were mostly all unique cards to AFR. There weren't a lot of reprints in that. I'm gonna imagine, since this is modern, hopefully there's gonna be a good chunk of not expensive reprints, you know, but are functional, playable. Things like Murder, you know, cards that are just played all over. I don't know if Murder's really played that much in modern, but like a Dragon Rage Channeler type, you know, that sort of thing, where they're played quite frequently in modern, you know, some of the Pioneer formats. But you get the artwork from this one, right? And the boxes are not ridiculously priced. Not for these, you know.
The set boosters are actually a pretty decent pricing here. 1 to 4 rares or higher in every pack, and you get 30 packs plus a box topper as well. So this seems like a pretty fair deal for 209. Whereas
Where it starts getting absurd is when they jumped up on the collector boxes. The collector boxes should have been around the 300 mark, right?
Yeah, whereas we're currently seeing them at,
I think they were
with a
released at
very
like
inflated price.
$399. They were like at 400 right from the rip.
And with the I like this here. Find the Precious. Collector boosters are the only place where you can find the serialized rings. So they've got right here on their marketing page through Amazon that this is the only place to find any of those serialized cards. So on top of that, I mean, you're getting 5 to 7 rares or mythics. That's pretty beefy. And you're also getting a box topper.
They're charging you like more than twice the price of a normal collector box, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
for a chance at the One Ring, right? And a chance at the Soul Rings. But understand, even the serialized Soul Rings, folks,
it's more than twice as much as a March of Machines collector. Twice as much, 440.
So that's what I'm saying is that, and it's a chance at the serialized, right? It's a chance at it. But in all reality, you're talking like Neon Ink Hitotsugu kind of hit levels.
Way less even, because this is
I'm not talking about the One Ring. I'm talking about the serialized, you know, Soul Rings.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're less than the chances of way less than hitting the serialized Brothers War.
Man,
and that's for I'm talking about the serialized Soul Rings. So
I really hope they don't have showcase art that looks like this. All Richard Kane Ferguson, where I can't read shit off the card. All I see is his hands, the ring, and his face.
This is way more clear than an RKF art, man. I can at least tell it's a person's face. RKF art, I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's like a Rorschach test. I'm not a big RKF fan. But these are what's really going to carry the set long term. Are going to be these serialized soul rings. I mean, I want one. I'm sure you want one. I wouldn't even mind having them not serialized. I think the art's pretty dope.
Well, so
I'd like to have at least one of each.
that's actually something I want to touch on is
Sure.
that for each of these, you've got a 10-to-1 ratio of non-foil, non-serialized to their serialized rainbow foil. Now, with these rainbow foils, my expectation is these are going to curl. So it would be kind of just baller to have the non-foil, non-serialized. And I think that's going to be the line that we see as reasonably attainable. I mean, there's
Well, but I've heard
19,000.
people saying these are going to be $5 a piece. These special art ones. I'm like, you're out of your mind. You're out of
No,
your mind. Any one of these, even the most common non-serialized one,
probably going to be 50, $100
I would
top.
imagine somewhere between 20 and 50 for like the most common one, depending on exactly how common they are. If they're like one or two in a case, I can't imagine that they're less than
Well,
$30.
so if we're doing the math off of the packs, right? There was a speculation in the pack
About 3
odds
million packs.
about 3 million, right? So that's what I'm going to go with. We got 3 million packs, and you can pull 19,000 of these. So divided by 19,000, 157 packs
Ooh,
is
that's like a
how
little more than
often
a
you would
case.
see one of the base
No,
packs.
that's like 2 or 3 cases, right?
Let's see.
There are
Minus
72 packs in a case.
Oh, divided by 12. Let's see. 157 divided by 12. So you'd have to open, about a case. So it's about one per case. You get a
No. You have
non-foil,
1 in
non-serialized.
150. You said 1 in 158 packs, right?
Yeah.
There are 72 packs in a case.
Oh, 2 cases.
Well, that would be 2 cases would be 144 packs, right? So you 2 to 3 cases is what you have to open to get any of the non-serialized one. Right?
Yeah, so we're gonna see
At
these be
$400 a box? Whoo! Yeah, it's going to cost a pretty penny to find one. And you get one, even just the non-serialized ones. That's what I'm saying. I don't think people realize just how rare these soul rings are and just how desirable they're going to be. And so,
well, and then
to
there's
say that you're going to
also
pull a one ring,
one of the things that we've also got to bring some note to. Elven,
sure,
Dwarven, and Human Soul Ring cards can be found only in collector boosters. Ahem.
sure.
English, German, French, Chinese simplified, and Japanese language. So, not all of these are going to be in English. None of them
What do you
are.
mean?
But not all of these are
You mean
going
the
to be
English
sold in
packs?
English packs.
Because none of them are actually in English.
Hmm.
They're
No,
in
these are going to
some
be
form of
going out
Elvish.
in other language packs. You'll be able to find these in
Yeah.
German, French, Chinese, simplified, and Japanese as well.
Right. The one ring can only be found in the English version packs.
Right.
And what's
So,
weird is they said, and I think I think Ed pointed this out, that they're only going to be in the first wave
these
because he said they won't be available in the product being offered at Christmas. You'd have to
want
watch
to
Dual
see.
Brain. Go watch the Dual Brain analysis of this. Like the important thing that most
Excuse
people
me.
missed about it. I was watching. It's only like 7 minutes long. I mean, we could play it here if you want and kind of go through that. And he pointed it out where Blake Rasmussen was talking about this on release, and you can go back and rewatch it yourself. But yeah, he was saying it wouldn't be in the Christmas set, whatever they're releasing at Christmas for this. So they're going to be some sort of Christmas release for this. So save your ducats for that one too, folks. I don't know what's being released at Christmas. So at any rate, Lord of the Rings has been a big thing, but the big news this week that's new news was the new Ren and Abomination or whatever the hell it was, Realm
Breaker.
Breaker So Matt's been
breaker.
beating me up in private chats about how it's not so great, blah, blah, blah. I
It's
still
not.
disagree. He's a much smarter Magic player than I am, folks. So if you
Yeah.
listen on playability between Matt and I, listen to Matt. He's much smarter at it than I am. He'll kick my butt every day. I just kind of disagree with him. I think that this is it's almost an auto include, in my opinion, in a Super Friends deck. I don't know why you wouldn't include it in I think it needs to be mandatory in every 5 color deck because of its static. That static is just, it's not a chromatic lantern. I get that. But good googly moogly. It's a 3 casting cost 4 loyalty planeswalker that puts a body into play every turn that's hexproof. That's a 3/3 with haste. It's also a land. And there's a lot of things that only get rid of non-land permanents, right?
I
So
mean,
it's a
it's
hexproof.
good. But I'm not saying it's a bad card, but I don't think it's crazy good.
Drop this Joker turn 3. You turn a land hexproof vigilant, right? Fine. It's tapped. So long as they don't kill it on turn 3 and you get to untap, you get to keep a blocker up. So turn 4, this is loyalty 5. No, it's loyalty 6. Sorry. Already. If you had any proliferate at all, right? It's got to your alt on turn actually 4, but you can't activate it. So you'd have to be turn 5 at the earliest. And in green, you could very easily have this out on turn 3. And in Commander, you could have it out on turn 1.
Yeah.
And that ultimate is an emblem. And you can play lands and cast permanent spells from your graveyard. They kill your stuff, cast it again.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
saying,
it's
like,
good.
this is naughty. This is a naughty card. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I think this in a Golgari is going to be super duper strong. I think that this in 5 color is going to be
That's right about
insane.
where I'm at. This is about my verdict as well.
My
2.5.
verdict is like 4.5 stars. Just saying. I think this is going to be a $50 card. I think it's going to prove itself to be busted
Toss it in
Standard.
fire.
No, that he's talking about the One Ring.
Yeah, I know. We've had like no watchers tonight. It's so
That's okay.
odd.
I'm watching you.
Aw.
And we got Sherry Vegas watching us.
We got Sherry.
No. So understand that was Pat that said that to you, Sherry, not me.
Yeah,
You're not a watcher, apparently.
It shows 0 on like all my shit.
That thing's not often right because I can hear them upstairs. I can hear them watching it upstairs.
Oh. Hey.
So I don't always trust that. And either way, people are watching this after ex post facto, right?
That's a good point.
So,
We do get a lot of posts.
I wanted to at least give a nod to the Realm Walker. I had said on the round table this week, because I did go in there, and I didn't mean to poop all over Tortoise's analysis of the set. I thought it was a very kind of fun. See, she's watching. Actually, Mom's watching too. So you called my mom a nobody and my fiance a nobody. Thank you very much.
Oh, Jay. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Girls, I take it back. You're the best thing to happen to me because you keep Bob all wrangled in. So I don't know how I'd get by without y'all.
So I thought that March of the Machines is a very lackluster set. It looked like a bunch of fun cards to like build around for very fun style decks. You know, you want to build your Galta, big dragon kind or big dinosaur kind of deck, and Yargle and Multani, and just these kind of kitschy little neat cards to play, but not really like super powerful especially right on the heels of Phyrexia All Will Be One. I think is just at the same price point. That was my point. Like, if you're going into a store, right, and if all you saw was like the Yargle and Multanis, and it's a neat kitschy little set that you can pick up the singles you really want for probably dirt cheap in about 3 months, you're gonna drop $100, $110 on that box when sitting right next to it is Phyrexia All Will Be One for the same price, and likely in the store at the same time. Really? Would you rather have 2 boxes of March of the Machines or 1 box of Lord of the Rings coming up? and it'll be like 40% less.
I would buy neither. I would just get
But I'm
neither.
just saying,
Yeah.
would you rather kind of thing? You know what I mean? I get it that neither is sort of like the correct answer. I do want some
Yeah,
money to me,
right.
but I'm just I'm a Lotro nerd. My point is, as a competitive product on the shelf with itself, right?
Hmm.
March of the Machine seems to be like a very, you know, redheaded stepchild sort of product that they're just, doing it dirty on, they're bookending it with on either side for XE All Will Be One and Lord of the Rings. I think it's just going to get choked in the
Hmm.
cradle. I got to step away for just a minute. So if you want to song and dance.
No worries. So I was actually just looking up here the best restaurants in Indianapolis because that's what I would rather do. Instead of spending $400 on 2 boxes of either of those, I'd rather just have a great meal with a good set of friends out in a new area. So I think for me right now, Magic the Gathering is kind of shifting a little bit how I'm looking at doing my purchases. I am strictly going for sealed boxes at this point. I'm not really buying any singles unless they're specifically for decks. I'm not speculating on any single value going up in Magic the Gathering cards. I know a lot of folks still preach highly of the reserve list. I'm not one of them. In fact, I think most of the cards I have for singles are trying to get out the door. I think with Commander Masters coming up, it's pretty much the only thing we have on the show notes for this evening. So 42 minutes in, let's talk about that. I think with Commander Masters coming up, we're going to see a lot of the highest priced cards currently in Magic, not on the reserve list, go out the door as far as price goes. I think the value for play pieces still holds true. Counterspell's always good, even if it's a quarter. Now, when you start seeing the Dragon and Edgar Markov lose 50% of their price, is their value still the same to you? Well, hey, I'm glad you held on to it. But for me, they're very intrinsically tied together. So for my singles collection, it's pretty much liquidation time. Yeah, sad to say, but some of them higher price point cards are getting out through the eBay. So, nature of the business. But I still think that sealed boxes, certain ones, are actually a pretty decent investment for me and for my partner here that we do investing in. So, looking forward to years from now, still being able to open up something nice and do some drafting. I think Brothers War in another 5 years would be a fun set to open up. And, really, number one, I think being smart with your money as far as what you're buying right now. Like I said, just doing sealed stuff and getting a couple of cards here and there for some decks that I don't proxy up. That's one of the things for me. You might not know it, but I actually have a couple of real decks. My Sliver deck, 100% real cards. Same thing with Kaikar. So I do like to not mix and match, but I also have a variance in the way I collect cards. So on that note, actually, something I am looking to do is create a couple of more proxy decks. So put down in the comment section if there's anything cool you'd like to see built. I'm leaning towards Tyrannos and Kyranos. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull that up. Share the whole dang screen. Let's see. MTG Tyrannos and Kyranos. It'll probably just kind of fix it. Yeah, see? You know what I meant. Gaineos and Tiro of Meliatus. Of course I did. So you get a 4-color commander. It's a 2/8. It's actually 2 people, which I think is kind of cool. Instead of a 1/4, it's 2 1/4s. Smash on a 1. So at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. Cool. Each player may put a land card from his or her hand on the battlefield. Then each opponent who didn't draws a card. So I think it's kind of cool. Everybody gets a extra land drop kind of deal. So I like that. And I get an extra, draw. I think it'd be a fun little deck. Kind of my version of a group hug sort of deck, but also gives me an advantage as well. So I think it'd be a fun little build.
Sure.
Looking forward to
And,
having
and
that.
I agree with you with Commander Masters. And in all fairness, I have to say much of that same ideology will apply to the Lord of the Rings collector box as well. And what I'm talking about is the price point, right? The $400 price point. Let's really think about that. What would you have to get? I understand many of these cards that you're going to pull, whether it's a Jewel Lotus or the Dragon or Edgar Markov, these all $100 cards. We already saw before we even see what kind of distribution you have. Jewel Lotus took a 25% hit. Bam. Right out the gate before just by announcing it. These cards, I've said before, especially for a one of format, unlike Mana Crypt, which can be used in dozens of different types of decks, Edgar Markov, the Dragon, and even Jewel Lotus are far less prolific, right? There are far fewer decks that those things go into, especially when you're talking about something like the Dragon. How many decks do you really put the Dragon into?
No,
One,
I totally
maybe
get what you
two
mean.
for an average Magic player, and they're usually your commander.
Yeah.
Same thing with Edgar Markov. He's just generally not going to be in a lot of decks, right? He'll be the commander of a commander deck, and he's a fairly decently popular one, just like the Dragon is.
Yeah, well
But
enough.
how many copies do you need of a bomb diggity card like that, right? So I think the reprinting is going to be painful for a lot of people if those are going to be the high dollar cards, and if they keep going after the ones that are not used in a high number of decks, high dollar, high number of decks, and even the ones that are getting a reprint like this, those prices can't help but go down.
Exactly.
And how many would you have to hit in a box to get close to your box price? Right? Like, Commander Master set boxes at $500. What are you going to hit in there that's going to come out to $500? Especially considering most of these things are going to take a 30 to 50% hit.
Right. Yeah. The week before they come out too.
So I mean, I don't get it. I think the price point is just too high. The reprints are coming too fast. Let's say they put Force of Will in there. It's using a decent number of commander decks. It just got reprinted in Dominaria Remastered.
Right.
Force of Negation just got reprinted last year.
Yeah.
Cavern of Souls, if you didn't think it could drop below the $42 point, if they put it in here, talk about a highly played commander card.
Send it back to you, Bob.
Going to go,
yeah.
Woo! Right?
Yeah.
Even that card, the most resistant card in Magic, can't maintain. Even if they put Doubling Season in there. Right?
Right.
Which I think there's a very high chance of that. Crater Hoof, the
Anointed
Allied Fetch
Perception.
lands. I think all those have a super high chance of being in this master set.
Oh yeah.
And then let's talk about, people are going to start asking, once the master set is spoiled, what could they possibly put in the next one after that?
Right. Well, and that's one of the issues that I think as far as release schedule they run into as well. When they were doing 12 to 18 months between reprint / master sets, they had some time for market stabilization. But now if they're going 6 to 12 months for their reprint master set cycle, they've cut that down so much that things are going to still be fluctuating as they're putting them out as more reprints. I mean, Shieldred, I think, is a great example. They were just cranking that bitch out. We'll see a lot more of that. And I think Commander Masters and whatever set we see, probably Q2 next year, will be the same issue. It's exciting.
Well, let's put it this way. I think they're leveraging their tomorrow for today.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And the problem is, with that mentality, and I don't think they understand it, if they chase off the 30-year veterans, right? It is far more deadly for them to chase off the 30-year veterans than to even bring in 10 new people, right? People rotate through all the time and they come back. But you chase off the 30-year veterans and all of those cards get sold off and all the cards lose value. far less appeal for the new players to stick around. It's not enticing. There's, it's just not worth it. There's so many analogies I want to say that are inappropriate, but it just loses any luster that it has. And the concept that you're buying $500 boxes to get $300 in value, that 2 years from now, that $300 in value that you did get is now $100 in value, right?
And you
Because
make
they
a
just
really good
reprint and
point too,
reprint and
is
reprint.
that it's easier to get a longtime follower to leave than it is to get even 2 new followers to replace that with.
Oh, long term. If you're saying long term, because
Yeah.
Johnny come latelys don't really matter. They don't invest that much initially, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The people that invest the most are your long term people. The
Yeah.
serious investors are people that have been around for a very long time because they have more to lose. They have bigger collections. And
And
it's
for someone
just sad
to
because they don't have to do this. They don't have to do it. There's so many other
totally
things they
true.
can do that would make it would give them the money that they crave without destroying the game. For example, how about marketing better? And what I mean by marketing better, how about actually get with the folks that made Arcane, right? That got such acclaim. In the nerd world, Arcane was a smash hit on Netflix.
Yeah.
For a game that before the Arcane, what's that called? Anime came out. For other people that didn't really play it, were just kind of loosely associated, just kind of loosely understood that it was a game. Even people that don't play it have no idea that it's a game.
Well, that's
Loved
exactly my consumption of it. And same thing with Castlevania. I never cared for Castlevania. I've probably played less than 60 minutes of the entire series, but I watched the entire Netflix series. And
But you
I
understand
think
what I'm
that,
saying? Like, how about you
yeah,
take some of that money that you're spending in all these weird ways and things that you've been milking the golden goose for, and turn it around? The D&D movie is going to be a stinker. Like, isn't that going to for a
probably.
movie that's about to release is getting no hype, 0.0. Sorry. And not only that, they shot the golden goose by, when this is on the verge of releasing, we're going to mess with the entire D&D community. Like, they're
Yeah,
just
the
so bad.
OGL shenanigans. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, even with Magic 30, they could have done something different. Anything that they're investing in those, go do something smarter. Talk to real firms that know how to market your product to audiences that you don't currently reach.
It's like
And
a
going with
video
Arena,
of
let me
someone
explain
walking
Arena
onto
real
it.
quick, because I'm not real smart. But Arena is mostly free-to-play players out there. It is not a moneymaker for them. As a matter of fact, it drains money out of their pockets because now people don't feel like they have to go out and buy the new standard set because they drafted the shit out of it on Arena. Played their 100 games, but don't really need to know what it feels like to draft that set. Not rocket science, It's just it's infuriating. It's like they're almost trying to make all the wrong moves.
Right. No, that's I was thinking that it's like an old vaudeville where someone's walking along and they step on a rake and it smacks them in the face, and then they trip into an open hole and they bang their knee on something else. Yeah, it's like the Three Stooges almost.
It really Keystone Cops, Three Stooges, absolutely. Like even what you were talking about, and I'm sorry I had to step away from it, but I was listening and you were saying that you've changed your outlook on how you're interacting with Magic, especially this year. And my guess is, and you didn't say it, so this is live, real reactions here, folks. I'm going to guess that if things continue to go in a downward spiral, that next year you'll probably invest even less and proxy even more.
Yeah.
Right. And would you agree that you and I are very different style of interaction with Magic with like the way we invest and collect?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and we have different viewpoints on, like, you sell cards to get out from underneath them. I tend to hold on to them. We both like sealed, but I probably invest heavier on sealed than you. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, we have different viewpoints. The sets that we go after are generally similar, but maybe a little different. And if we're different, but we're doing the same thing, and let me clarify this: my Magic investing in Sherry Vegas has gone down tremendously, like somewhere on the order of 70 to 80% this year.
Yeah.
Like they've gotten a couple out of me, but not because of them. It's because of the format we created with Commander Masters. And I'm targeting a bunch of the Commander precons, and there'll be a limit on that as well. Like I'm getting those so I know which ones play well in our format. It's almost like by default I'm doing it. These are somewhat special sets, so I'm getting some, but instead of investing like $6,000 this year, I'm probably going to invest in a grand total of less than 1,500. Right? That's about a 75% decrease for me. And next year, it will probably be much less because I can only Commander decks take up a lot of room. Right? I'm running out of room. So next year, as a matter of fact, I haven't heard anything that they're planning to release. Like Throne of Eldraine's not really going back there for me is not really super exciting.
Wilds of
Ixalan,
Ixalan
not
or
super
whatever.
exciting.
Yeah.
Like I honestly I don't even like when they rehash old ground. I'd rather they find new ground to check out, like the Cowboy set, if you guys have heard that one, that may or may not materialize. I'm more interested in that. I want to see what this new big change is that Mark Rosewater's been building up. Boy, it better be a big ass change for March of the Machines. And that's what we're doing, right? Pat, why don't you tell them a little bit about the Commander raids, the way that we're making Magic better, and it doesn't even cost anything.
Well, the great things, well, starting off, we'll just do the basic primer here. Commander Raids is a new and upcoming multiplayer PvE co-op format. So you get to bring in your standard Commander decks, except the big rub of this is the human participants at the table are your allies and not an opponent. So we can't attack or really interact with each other in the standard way. Our only opponent is a shared enemy, the raid monster. So we each take turns attacking at the raid monster and building up our board states, a regular Commander game. And we do this over and over. And every even numbered round, we add in a die on the raid monster's turn. Every even numbered round where it adds in a die, we roll any die that it has in its pool. So on round 2, the conclusion of that, you roll off of a table. One of our good buddies, Matt, pardon, actually made an app so you can download that up. Pardon, you can download that off of the Google Play Store. And we've got some new changing rule sets. We're currently on version 3, so stay tuned for any more specialty themed versions as well. And you roll off of that table, whatever effects happen, you resolve those and you proceed along, and it's either a win or lose. There's only allies, so you don't have an animosity with the other players at the table. It's a shared experience, so it's kind of all or nothing.
I mean, that's sort of one of the biggest things I didn't even truly expect is even on a bad day on Commander Raids, when like we had one earlier today, Pat and I played before the show, and well, it twisted our nipples right off. It was a bad experience as far as gameplay, but even at that, I didn't feel anywhere near as salty with that as I do playing against people and losing. Right. So the salt factor is way lower. The enjoyment factor for me is way higher. It's a more casual way to even play Commander, even though Commander is a casual format. It's even more casual. So it helps bring in new players that don't even necessarily play Magic because they don't have to learn by having their lips punched off their face, right? They don't have to go in and either be given the game because you let them win or just get absolutely face rolled and have a feel bad on their first experience. You know, they can come in, learn many of the rules, not all of them in Magic, and the way to play many of the ways to, like, okay, I get it. You play a land, you have to have this for the mana cost. Oh, I get the interactions with some of that stuff. So yeah, it plays differently than normal Magic. But the whole point I was trying to get at is that WotC could develop things like this, right? They could come up with more exciting ways to interact that doesn't even cost them any money. Just have a fresh look. The Plane Chase, I think, is a great way that they're going to do it. Coming up here with March of the Machines, they have them in the Commander decks, so that's why I bought all 5, because there's going to be 10 Plane Chase cards. I think there's supposed to be 10 new Plane Chase cards in each deck. So for like $175, I got all 5 of those decks. But there's a very different way to play. Like when I played in Vegas with Gavin Dugan, we played Commander with the Plane Chase variant, and I thought it was a lot of fun. So I would like to have all the Plane Chase cards. Now, WotC can do this without having to mess up all their other formats, right? They don't have to reprint the crap out of cards to where they're useless, right? They could come up with new and exciting ways to play Magic. Go to your R&D, get better research and marketing for the product that you do have. You don't have to kill the product, the historic product that is the backbone that has built the brand, right? And sell it down the river. And that's what it feels like that they're doing, simply out of, I don't know, ineptitude, inexperience, lack of understanding of the collectible game that they have in the market that buys it. Because I'll tell you right now, in large part, most of the people out there that have cards that had any value, it feels real bad, and we can't all sell them off fast enough to get the value out of them for all these reprints. And you're like, do I sell it now? I really don't want to sell it because I might put it in a deck later, but if I don't sell it now, it's going to lose value. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like even brand new cards like Ragavan. Yeah, that's a very new card in the world of Magic. It's less than 2 years old. Dockside Extortionist is like 3 years old.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, do I sell this thing? Because next reprint is going to get tanked. Right? And even look at Jewel Lotus, another new card. You're like, damn, Jeskai's Will, Goldspan Dragon. Like, if I expect Vorinclex to be in there because it's just been crushing it on price.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's played in a lot of Commander decks. So if they're played, I'll bet you they go out on EDH Rec and look and see if they're higher than 35% of like Commander decks in their high dollar. Look out. I'll bet you're going to see.
Yeah. And I figure OG Elish Norn will probably be in there. Run off of some of the hype of the new one that came out. Reprint the old.
Atraxa. Even though I think Atraxa is going in Mom, right? They're reprinting that already. So it's already getting Atraxa and Ragavan as a reprint. Right? Those are going to be the bonus sheet. Right? Those are the ones that have that masterpiece border that are going to be in March of the Machines.
Crazy already. Yeah.
So I would expect, to see more like that. And I'll bet you one of the ones that goes in a very soon coming set will be the Elemental Cycle out of Modern Horizons 2.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely coming. It's been 2 years. It's going to see a reprint somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, they're already reprinting cards out of it. So I don't see why we wouldn't see those coming up pretty soon too.
So again, like I said, it's a very toxic sort of relationship where they're just reprinting things wantonly, right? And they don't have to, is what I was saying. Like, come up with a new. Do you know how many people? Like, I've been doing an experiment over the last week or so, like about a week, and I've just been going on to Spell Table, putting in some verbiage that, hey, new custom Commander PvE format, and I have people joining. Today was a little slow, but we've had like 6 people join our Discord in the last week just from going in there and just playing 3 times, right? And everybody that's played is like, dope, this is baller, I like it. And it just needs exposure. But they could do that with more than just our format. I'm not trying to blow the toot our horn on our format. Come up with other ways, right? Come up with other unique and fun ways to interact. Imagine if they gave you like a look at the craze of Pokemon. Here, want me give WotC a free idea, Pat, right here on the show? Brain Baby I just had, right? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Right? You ready?
Bring it.
In today's tech crazy world, you remember Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Okay. And the idea of Pokemon Go, if you've never played it, is you take your phone and like they were having like security violations of people like running around. You had to geographically go to places, battle and capture a Pokemon, right? For your phone. Now imagine if they had an app where you went around to physical places in the world and you battle it out tech against some monster around your city, around different places, and have all different rarities, right? And when you do that, it's linked to your WotC account. And if you can capture the right kind, you can cash those in for physical cards off of your account. You grasping what I'm throwing down?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
right? What I'm saying is that's not a fully formed idea, but grasp that idea that you're going around to physical places, sitting in a bar, like, oh shit, hold on, there's a super rare legendary card I want to get.
Yeah.
While you're sitting at the bar and you're telling that hot girl, hold on a second, honey, I gotta get this card, right? Because
Yeah.
it's super rare. It's a foily, super rare. What do they call that? Surge foil Jewel Lotus that's right
It's
here
like
at the bar right
shiny.
now. And if I capture it,
Yeah.
I could turn it into $100 card. You understand what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
could interact that way with it, and you have to pay for the app, right? You have to pay for the credits to be able to go out there and capture something like that. There are different ways that you can interact with Magic, make it more fun, make it a craze. Cash in on some of these ideas that can come up with new and innovative ways to interact with Magic. Imagine doing commander raids just with random people, because like you're sitting there at work on your lunch break and you get a notice on your phone, hey, you got to walk downtown to the square, and once you get 4 people ready, you can jump in on a raid boss fight. Random people, you don't even have to meet them. Bam, you have a raid boss fight fighting Magic, and the rewards are packs on an arena, something, anything, right? Tokens, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just a more interactive way to appeal to Magic. And it's like, come on, guys. You can innovate rather than just strangling wallets.
Yeah. I don't think that the little mini games that they put in their packs are worthwhile. I don't think the advertisements that they're putting in help any. It would honestly be more helpful if they put an arena code in their packs more often. I think if they're actually trying to get migration of customer, I guess that's really the best word. If they're trying to push people onto their digital platform, they definitely need to innovate. And I don't think Oathbreaker is going to be quite the way to do it. I think they need to integrate some of the awesomeness of Spell Table, and if they can't have people's actual decks to be part of the game, then you need to get just Commander on Spell Table on Arena. If they do that, I think they'll have a lot more action for sure. I understand why they are pushing to have more arena play. I think in the future they will end up making a lot of money off of it, but it's going to be years of losses into it before they see 1 red cent out of it. And the reprints is just unbearable at this point. Literally, for the Magic market, it is unbearable. Like, just too many losses.
We'll agree to disagree that on the arena thing. I think it's never going to be it. It's never going to be the thing. Just because of the basic nature of how you interact with it. You don't have a real card collection because you can't trade anything.
Yeah.
It's a tradable card game that you can't trade or talk to people.
Right. Well, wasn't that one of the big things for MTGO, was that it was like a collection that you had some ownership of?
Yes, you still do, and it still is a thing, and people still play it and still buy. So here's the thing, right? And that's what I was talking about. The arena takes out 2 key components of a TCG: the tradable and the gathering. Right? Because the gathering, you're there, but it doesn't feel like you're gathering. You're not talking to people. So the gathering part of the gathering, or the piece that makes gathering special, because it doesn't feel like you're playing against a real player on arena. It's irritating when it is. It's just like playing solitaire almost, because it's so sterile. And I get it. I understand why they do it, but that's what I'm saying. I just don't think it's the way of the future. I think
even at that, you make a decent enough point. I could be playing against a well-trained AI, and I'd have no idea.
Right. So, and I do play against AI 99% of the time I'm on arena. I'm playing
Sparky. He does. He shows me a lot of Sparky wins.
And I don't care. Like, I don't care that it's against Sparky, because I enjoyed it. Right.
Right. It's just a good time.
And sitting there getting roped or playing 3 cards and they quit. And it's just like, oh, wow, what a just unenjoyable way to play Magic for me. I do it only to, like, I have a stupid amount of resources, and I don't even know why. I have like over 300,000 gold and like over 20,000 gems, and like, I don't know, hundreds of cards to formulate other.
Just from wins.
Well, I mean, just from daily grind. just from daily grind, not even just the wins, right? It's just daily grind of
Yeah.
of doing the dailies, right?
Yeah.
And why? I get so irritated at the damn game. I don't like it. I don't get irritated when I'm playing on Spell Table, especially when I'm playing Commander Raids.
Right. Yeah.
So my blood pressure is way better when I'm playing Commander Raids than when I'm playing Arena.
Speaking
At any
of,
rate,
do you wanna get into a game?
I always want to get into a game. Do we have anybody
Yeah.
in the audience that wants to get in a game with us? Or do we want to go over and check out on Discord? Or do we want I don't want to go public. You never know what you're gonna get. That's a
No,
box of chocolate
no.
there. We could want me to poke people in Discord, see if we can't
Yeah,
get a
why
corner.
don't you do some Discord poking?
All right. Let me see. I mean, I'm not seeing too many folks on, and I can't use my phone because you're looking at me through my phone at the moment. Let me go see who be on. Oh wow, I don't even understand what Oblivion put in the Discord. So hey, why don't you give him the Discord address?
I will. I'll go ahead, pull that up.
Oh, Michael Superbacker's on there. I wonder if we could lure him into a game.
So for anybody that's interested, you can go ahead and hit up the comment section. You'll see a Discord link there. That's going to bring you over to the Commander Raids Discord server.
Oh man, I wonder if I should hit up Pause. Pause wanted to play.
Ooh.
But he's never played before, so I don't. It's going to be a box of chocolates. But Pazzi is, I've been talking with him. He wanted to play. He wanted to play today, and I'm like, we got our show.
Yeah, hit him up. I'd be down.
Let me see what I got. Pause. Where are you, Pause? Why can't I?
I'm going to step away for a minute. It's about time for a bit of NyQuil, so bear with me.
Drink the bottle.
Yeah, slow and steady, and it's that like adult NyQuil with that 10% alcohol in it. So
you're 10% alcohol.
Oh, they've got that regular stuff now for
I think we should talk about Lorcana.
It's made for it's made specifically for what is it? Pussies. It's made for pussies, Bob. That regular stuff without alcohol.
Okay, then it's made for me.
Yeah. I want that burn along with my green shit. I want to feel all fucking Rumpelstiltskin. Is that the guy that slept? I want the sleepy guy.
I can't type and think at the same time. Sorry, I'm making great content here, but I'm so bad at like being able to multitask. You can ask me, Sherry Vegas. I am super good at like focusing on a single task, but multitasking, I am such a tryhard.
Supposedly, there is no such thing as multitasking. It's actually called task switching.
That's how Windows works.
Yeah. That's like a whole conversation, though. Like, because we're chemically based organics and computers are just not. So they'll never understand what it's like to be us.
I am throwing invites out fast and furious here. So I've invited Prime. I invited Brody. I invited Pause.
That works.
I don't know about Super Fast isn't even showing on, but
that means it's about time for me to start fiddling with my camera setup. Huh. Okay. Well,
I'll even hit up Ashen Wings. Oh, I don't think Ashen Wings will come because I think this is the release weekend for The Outsiders for Flesh and Blood. The new set.
Yeah, he really cares about that stuff.
Hey man, I dig it. I'm actually kind of into it.
So I don't want to like sound like I'm talking down about it because I've actually sponsored some openings from him. He opened a first edition Monarch box, and funny enough, I had pre-ordered it, and I was gonna get a box for like 200, and it never went through. So he was opening some first edition Monarch. I got a cold foil Vestige of Soul, and I honestly like tripled my money off of an opening he did for me. So it's cool. It's the only Flesh and Blood card I have, and their foiling process is pretty legit. That was one of the reasons I wanted to do it because I'm a big fan of TCGs in general. I want to see the competition, so from time to time I do like a Pokemon opening, and Yu-Gi-Oh products are rather available around here. So I like seeing the different variations we can get.
All right. Well, you know what? Why don't we get set up? And even if it's just the two of us, I've sent out a bunch of pokes and invites, but I'm fine playing with just the two of us, though we tend to get our butts kicked with just two. Like a lot. Like why? I don't know why that is. It seems like tuning it for two players is kind of difficult. I don't know why it's the two-player thing that becomes an issue. Got to show you my belly. Ooh, and my coffee. This is making for awesome live streaming because I'm a pro at this.
Well, just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You
Okay,
and
you have to
I.
stop now, otherwise we're gonna get in trouble. No, I'm just fucking with you. Okay, now my camera looks like it's right again, I think. Yeah, cool. Top notch. We are like the fucking best. We could either fill up the whole screen or do the side by side. Oh, actually, there's like this new
Let
thing.
me see. I'll toss. This is a real shot in the dark.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna toss an invite to somebody that's been on our stream before.
Oh, yeah, snap. Yeah. See what Gavin's up to.
Nah, I wish.
Oh, we still chat every once in a while. I'm like a big science geek, so I'm actually like really into what he does for like his daytime job. So
He does AI, right?
yeah, for sure.
Something with like biology though. It's like a cross between genetics and AI.
Yeah.
Genetic AI. That's like some smart shit. I just like, nope, I'm too dumb for that.
Yeah, well, there's like this whole thing about protein folding that Google's getting into, and it's like that next level kind of shit, like real gene hacking. Like literally, yeah. I'm a big proponent of all that stuff, and Chat GPT is like right up my alley. I use that like practically daily. Yeah. That was literally how I got the title for this podcast, Cards in Community, for this episode. I was just dicking around with Chat GPT.
Yeah, you know me.
Hey, Oblivion's up for playing.
Sure.
I'm down.
With the sickness.
Okay. So what I'll do, Oblivion, is I'm going to send you a link to our StreamYard, so you'll be live on air with us if you're cool with that. I think so, because you understand this concept. You're an intelligent.
All right, Pat. I'm going to make you pick my deck, though. Which one do you want to see?
Hold on a sec. I think I'm shooting a link to Oblivion.
Yeah, boy. One of my favorite playmats. This is the one I took to Vegas for M30.
I don't see Oblivion.
What do you mean you don't see Oblivion?
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, I mean, this is super short notice, so it's unlikely that we're going to get a lot of others to join us because it's just really, really short notice.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so it looks like Star Short Speed Runs Oblivion is going to try and join in here, so that should be fun.
Fantastic. So, do you want the hug deck, or do you want me to try to go different? I say if we do hug deck, we go hard mode at least.
Let's
so for those of you not familiar, hug decks tend to make the format easier. Oblivion, it's super easy. it'll be just like the same way that you use Spell Table. It's just an audio and a video input. That's all.
Yeah, it can be a little.
What's that?
It can be a little tricky using OBS on your not OBS, StreamYard on your cell phone. If you're hooked up through a PC setup, it's a reasonably straightforward. But Bob, I'd say let's go hug style. And
okay. And we're going hard mode.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, there he is. Figured it out.
Hello.
But your video is upside down. I don't know if you could possibly turn that up right side up.
No clue. Let me see.
Is there a way to flip his video through StreamYard?
Nah. I ain't doing.
We'll just have to talk through it. It's going to be kind of upside down.
Ooh,
I'm sure we'll be able to get through this. No worries.
Oh yeah. So hug style decks kind of take advantage of the rules of Commander raids. Specifically that there is only one opponent for us, and that is the raid boss, and everybody else is just a player. So things that target opponents only target the raid boss. It also takes advantage of the fact that the raid boss cannot draw cards because he doesn't have any. It also takes advantage of the fact that it has no library and no hand. So things that are usually meant to limit cards, you can take advantage of them, like Howling Mine. It's purely a benefit for our team and doesn't benefit the boss in any way. So the things that are meant to balance some things out, you can take advantage of them. And cards that don't have a real use because they just suck in normal gameplay, you just don't want to give your opponents that kind of advantage, like Collective Voyage and those kind of things, actually they're really strong in this format because you have other players on your team. So if you have hug decks, this is the place for you. All right.
There we go.
How was the shuffler today? Well, that's a card I like seeing normally, like early on. That's a good one. That's a goody good one.
Oh.
Now I just need the manas to go along with it, man.
Yeah, speaking of needing the manas, I'm not taking a one-land hand.
Well, there's one manas. I need to see at least two more. Oh, and an arcane signet, so I just need one more land. Come on, give me another land. A hunted wampus. Not feeling great. Oh, there we go. We got it. Oh, and a heartbeat of spring. Yeah, it's on. Bring it, Donkey Kong. Oh, yeah. This is the hand. Michael Superbacker, do you want to come join us? Do you want to make your debut on Commander Raids with us? We have room for one. If you got a Commander deck and you got a rig that can look down at your table, you can join us. We could do more.
Yeah, I got a hand.
I have a pretty bad hand.
Awesome.
It's possible I could get screwed here, but let's hope not.
Yeah, Michael, we're just about to start a game. If you're interested in playing, right now is pretty much the time.
I'll take my mulligan.
Uh-oh. So we're playing standard mode, right? Baseline?
Oh, I thought we were doing hard mode.
Ooh, we're gonna go hard mode? Ooh.
I mean, we got 3 players.
Let's do it. Bring it.
Yeah. I mean, 150. That's not bad. I mean, our last game when we were screwing around last time, and don't get me wrong, these are different decks, but I tried and bring some pretty decent power level. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and start my turn. So
let's do it. Let's get it started for the
Let's
audience.
go.
And if you can, Oblivion, make sure that you call out your plays, especially since your cards are upside downish, and
Look at this.
you call out what you're playing for the audience for us, because it's kind of hard to see. So
Gotcha.
So I'll start off. I'm gonna play a brush land. I'm gonna tap the brush land for an exploration. I'm gonna follow that up by playing a plains. I'm gonna tap the plains for Sarah Ascendant.
Wow.
I did not hear that he was in the hospital.
Oh snap!
I know that he wasn't feeling well on Thursday. Well, I wish him speedy recovery.
Yeah. Dang.
I'll have to send him a message later.
In Europe, Bob.
I know. I'm just admiring my cards because they're pretty.
Oh, okay. No.
All right, so I'm going to draw for turn. Oh, look at that! All three. I got 3 lands, all 3 colors of my commander. Come on, folks! Giggity forced go.
All right. I will draw for turn.
Well, technically broccoli, but close enough.
I am gonna play a Verdant Catacombs as my land and pass.
Nice.
All right, so turn 1 for ye old boss.
Okay.
He don't get to roll.
And I'll untap, draw. Ooh, geez Louise. Okay, so I'm going to play the back side of this, which is actually, I think, the front side. So Branchloft Pathway. Let's go ahead. I'm going to tap the good old plains for Lunarch Veteran. I'll tap the Brushland and Branchloft Pathway, taking a life, so I'm down to 38 for Trelisara Moondancer. It's going to net me a life, putting me back up to 39, putting a single counter on Trelisara, Scry 1. Oh, baby cakes. Yeah, I'll play Fabled Passage, but I'm not going to crack it because I want that card. And I will go ahead and attack with Sarah Ascendant. As long as I have 30 or more life, it gets plus 5/5 flying, lifelink. Well, it already has lifelink. So it's a 6/6. So that's 144 for the raid monster. And I will go ahead and gain 6. So I'm up to
First blood.
5.
Good job.
And I get another scry trigger. I'm going to leave it right where it is. And I'll pass turn over to Bob.
I will draw for turn. Oh, boy. I think the smarter thing to do is go ahead and play the Misty Rainforest, crack it, and go get my Triumph, put that into play, and pass the turn.
All right. I will draw a card. Oh, yes, I will draw a card. I will play a Simic Growth Chamber. When it ETBs, I bounce a land to my hand, so it's going to be the Verdant Catacombs. And it enters tapped. I'll pass my turn and discard down to hand size.
Okay. So that's going to be the end of round 2. That's the first time we've got to add a dice roll to our pool. So Oblivion, as our guest, why don't you go ahead and take care of that?
I will roll the d20. It is a natural 20.
Nat
For the
20.
first roll.
On hard mode, though.
So
Return each non-land permanent to your hand.
There we go.
It actually really reads return each non-land permanent you don't control to their hands, to their owner's hands.
Right. But for each of us, then that means you guys would return all of your permanents.
Oh, because it's written as if it were the raid monster.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's weird how like sometimes the rules are written that way. Okay, so all these have to go back to my hand now.
That is
Oh,
correct.
so much work and then
I don't know if that means that your commander, because that's a new one, right? Can you
Well,
return your commander to the command zone? I don't know that I would want to. But
when it changes states, you can choose to. That's just how
up to you, I
commanders
think.
work. Okay.
At least you could pitch it to the graveyard and then put it, like, if that's like, I don't know. That's kind of painful, Pat, for a fast deck. That kind of cures fast
I'm
deck.
very
Huh?
sorry.
Meh,
sorry.
that means I can just play them again. Like
Could be
now
worse.
that I
You know,
have
it could have
Lunark
killed me.
out, like, all right, whatever. So I'll untap, draw this card I really wanted to. I'm going to crack Fabled Passage for a white, put it on the battlefield, enters tapped because I have more than 4 lands, it untaps.
We just got the turn 2 Cyclo Rifted. That was awesome.
Since I didn't draw a land for
Basically,
turn,
yeah.
I was like, fuck it. Okay, so now I'll go ahead, throw out a Plains for Lunark Veteran. Pardon. Tap a Branch Loft Pathway and a Brush Land for a white for Trellisara. When that comes in, I put a trigger on Trellisara, gain a life, do a Scry 1 trigger. Forest, I'll leave it, I guess. I'll tap the Plains for a Sarascendant. It's going to get me another Scry. 47. You know what? I'm going to put it at the bottom this time. Screw it. Made my decision. And at this point, I'll go ahead and pass it over.
All right, I'll untap.
See, I just put them all out
Draw.
again. Easy enough.
But I think the smart move is to ramp, right? That's what you do, because that's just the smart play. So I'm going to search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put 1 on the battlefield tapped, and 1 into my hand for 3. So there's my 3. Now I'm going to go get a forest and an island and put them into play. And there's a forest. And I'm going to put the island in my hand. If I can find an island. And I will pass the turn.
All right. I will draw a card. A Feldin of the Third Path. I will play Island as my land for turn, and I'll tap 3 for a Robe of the Archmagi. Whenever I deal combat damage to a player with equipped creature, I draw that many cards, and I will go ahead and assume that it's going to work if I hit the super boss. And after that, I will pass.
Nice.
All right, here we go. If you want to roll it up there, Pat, it's turn 3, so we roll still 1 die. The way that it technically works is it's
a 19.
There's a formula for the number of dice you roll, and it is the turn number, since it's a turn number 3, divided by 2 makes it 1.5, rounded down.
I see.
So 19. Each opponent, which is us, discards 2, mills 2, exile your graveyard, and drain 1 plus XDR life. So discard 2, mill 2. Oh,
ouch!
Those would have been actually that's fine. Whatever.
Oh no!
Yeah, they're gone. Is
Oh
what
my!
I see it. Exile your graveyard and then drain 1 plus DR, which is the dice rolled, which is 1. So each of us drain a life, and by doing so, it gains 3.
No, we drain 2 life.
Oh, wait, 1 plus. Yeah.
Okay.
45, 38.
So it 6. So it's up to 150 again.
Ouch.
Wow. All right. Well, that was not optimal.
Yeah, it could have been way better. Could have been way worse too. Untap.
Not really.
And draw. Yeah, absolutely. So let's get a little bit awesome. No, get that off of here. I will go ahead, tap a Branch Loft Pathway and a Brush Land, both for greens, taking 1 damage. Down to 44. Oh no. I will tap the Plains and a Plains, making it 2 for Awaken the Woods. Create X 1/1 Forest Dryad Land creature tokens. So 2 creatures will come into the battlefield under my control. That will tick up Trellisara twice. I'll gain 2 life. And scry 1 2 times. To the bottom. Let's put that to the bottom too. Fuck it. Cool. So now at this point, I think the right thing to do is swing out. And
Oh yes, definitely.
cool. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 plus 5 is going to be 13. So 13 damage. Hey, Matt's joining. Hey, Matt.
Nope.
How you doing, bud?
Hello.
We had one. My dad didn't show up for bowling because he was tired, and we had 2 people pre-bowls, so we got out early.
Oh, nice.
I mean, we're pretty early on in this. Do we want to roll it back or finish it?
I'm cool restarting.
Yeah, same here. Definitely.
Well, let's just do that then, guys.
Did you want to join us, Matt?
Yeah, that's why I joined on.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was hoping you'd
So,
say.
I mean, it was gonna get interesting. I did have Heartbeat of Spring, Bloom Tender, and Hunted Wumpus in hand. So we're just gonna start doing some stuff. But we are on hard mode. Do you want me not to play the hug deck, Matt? I'll leave that up to you, since you're the one that tends to. I have a new deck that does
Definitely
things.
hard.
I mean, the hug deck is basically auto win, so if you want to win, then I guess you could play it.
Auto win. Look at you.
It's auto win with
only
my
if you're
decks. Okay,
on the
let
team.
me
Especially in
clarify.
4
With
players.
the combination of my decks of my power level, it's auto win. All right.
Yeah, I was.
So I don't know if you saw
I
Oblivion in the Discord, Matt. This is Oblivion from the Discord.
Hi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you see his longer message there about making an
I
app?
haven't been on Discord today. I didn't see anything.
What a bad content creator.
I woke up and went to bowling. I haven't had a chance to do anything.
Dude, that sounds like the beginning line of the song. Woke up and went to bowling.
Woke up and went to bowling. No, it's probably woke up, smoked a bowl, and went bowling.
All right. So I'm going to play a very underpowered deck. Let's see if you can carry my extra weight, Matt.
So I have a question. Do we want
I have an
to
answer.
play a gauntlet or not?
Oh,
I have everything printed out.
Not on stream first.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I'm willing to do it, like even tonight, but
Yeah,
not
same.
live on stream.
Actually.
I've had
Same as
way
well.
too much NyQuil for that to work out.
I mean, it's just Commander Raids with a little extra. It's not too difficult. Nothing.
Well,
there's not
but
that much that
Oblivion
changes.
like is also new. I would prefer not to on stream live. Not today. Like, and if you want to go live with it on our stream after Cardboard Conversation, then I'd be willing to do that.
All right, let me.
But I don't
that.
think that this is the right time. Doesn't feel right to me.
I mean, if you guys don't want to learn it, sure. Or want to learn it on stream, rather. Let me grab a deck.
Yeah, so I don't really want to learn it on stream personally. But I'm not speaking for everybody. If everybody else wants to, we can. I would just prefer.
No, like I was saying, my brain's definitely not going to work out well enough to have to comprehend doing that. So I'm down to do it.
Right,
just
I'm going to
another
play
night.
a Florian deck and just trying to get value of getting through my deck, scrying a bunch, hopefully, without him dying fast. Get a bunch of treasures out into play with Prosper Tomebound and the Marionette Master, maybe blowing it up that way. I do have Cranial Plating in here, and I have Master of Cruelties. So lots of different paths. Skullport Merchant. I think that's good enough. It's a lot of land. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're all fine here. I hope. Yeah. I'm going to keep it, though I shouldn't. A 6-land hand.
A 6-land
No way to
hand seems
drop
a bit
extra land.
aggressive.
What's that?
I went for it was a 6-land hand seems a bit aggressive. I went for a 3, but I got a good situation. Come turn 2, I'm gonna start like doing stuff. Then I got like turn 3s and 4s. I even got a disenchant just to play it safe, because that fucking goad mechanic bullshit. Although is that on this? Is that still a thing? Yeah,
I do know.
12, 13.
But I got Hive of the Eye Tyrant, which is really resistant in this format. So I realize that these lands are going to be pretty decent in this format, though they're not really super powerful. It's basically a creature always available.
I saw you guys were talking about the ring again. So was another episode about the ring?
We hit all sorts of good stuff, but no,
The ring was in there as part of it.
I don't know. When I tuned in for like the brief minute, and then I realized that I was on. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm like, I don't want to drain my. I only have like I pay for the gigs. I don't really actually pay for anything.
What he was
else.
saying is our content was not entertaining enough, Pat.
It's not worth it to pay the money to stream it when I can just watch it later. I'll play my Ursa.
Lots of different things. I kind of wanted to get into the whole distribution model that they have for it and going through MVP. Lance from Moonshot Rip and Ship reached out to me this week in Discord, and we were talking about it a little bit and some of the distribution models and going through MVP, etc. Seemed like it was kind of a little hate bear piece from one. Was a gamer rant or something? I think we didn't actually get into that part of it. No, it's thegamer.com. Some of it I felt was a little unfair, saying we're not comfortable with the distribution model because we can't guarantee locking into our quantities and prices just yet. I'm like, that's all TCGs. Like, Magic, you think you could lock into guaranteed distributions at this point for Commander Masters? Or I guess it'd be more like what's coming after Commander Masters? I guess it'd be around Commander Masters kind of release, or was it Ixalan after that? The Caves of Ixalan or something? I think. Ixalan remastered. Anybody?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Magic set. It's coming after Commander Master.
No idea.
That's pretty. That's pretty sad that 3 content creators can't come up with the set coming out after Commander Master.
I don't really care, but
I think it is. I think it is. I think it is Ixalan.
I think for me they've ruined the element of being hyped. So I just kind of go with the release. Like I'm excited to see new cards and new sets. I'm not like not excited. It's just I don't care about looking ahead. I'm just like, okay, when does that set come out? Spoiler season's kind of fun. I like that.
My point with it was, do you think they could lock into that set already? So chastising Lorcana, and especially getting their very first set up with distribution, and chastising them for not having a solid locked in 6 months ahead of time guaranteed delivery for distribution feels a little unfair.
I disagree. I feel like a company as big as Disney should have the ability.
It's
to
not
lock
Disney,
in.
first of all.
Well, it's Ravensburger, but I have to imagine Disney's helping.
So you're saying that Magic, which is also Hasbro's a pretty big company, but they don't lock in either.
Well, what do you mean by lock in? Like
guaranteed prices and numbers.
Oh, I thought you meant like
boxes.
The set's coming out X date.
No, I'm talking about guaranteed X amount of boxes at X price 6 months out. That's not
no.
No company does that.
I have my opening hand. I'm ready.
I'm good.
And that was kind of, I was going to get into that a little bit, but I didn't want to be negative. I was trying to keep it positive tonight.
Sure.
You know what? It's early. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to throw out a Fabled Passage. I'll crack it for a Plains and pass turn.
All right, I'm going to draw. Den
Did you guys
of
see
the
bugs on Photo where whenever you sacrifice the crowbar, it blows up all your permanents? Arena?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, anytime you sack the crowbar when it's attached to a creature, it just blows up literally all your permanents. So then people started making decks around it with Mayhem Devil. So they would just like nuke your entire life total by getting enough permanents out, just spamming a bunch of low-level permanents and then just nuking.
I'll play the Den of the Bugbear and Pat.
So people are getting banned because of it now?
I will draw a card. I will play a In the Triumph tapped and pass.
Are you playing upside down?
Yes, but I'm flipping my cards, so it's easier to see.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually like.
I'll play a Spire of Industries and pass.
Laying it upside down and difficult, but
untap.
That's
doable.
Right
hey man,
there.
you do you. I ain't gonna judge.
I'll play a Forest. I'm gonna follow that up by Prosperous Innkeeper, who's gonna make me a treasure token. I'm gonna crack the treasure token for a white and play Cleric class.
I love Prosperous.
And then I'll pass turn.
So do I. I think he's underplayed in Commander. I rarely see him, and he should be played a lot more, in my opinion.
Oh, Prosperous Innkeeper? Yeah, thanks.
Right.
Super good.
So I'm going to go ahead and play Hive of the Eye Tyrant and pass.
Untap, draw a card,
Bob's so fucking thematic over there.
Play my Urborg. Everybody has swamps in addition to their other types if that's
Ooh.
needed. I'm gonna attack 2 and play a Sundial of the Infinite. And then I will pass.
Interesting.
Wow. Stop turn. Is that only on your turn that you can use the sundial? Or is that any
Yes,
turn?
it is only
Yeah, you
on
can
my
only end
turn.
it on your turn.
They
That'd be
call
hilarious
it
if you end the
den-
raid
If I
monster.
could lock out the monster, yeah.
And he's over.
Right.
Yeah, but see, that wouldn't. I don't know. We'd have to make a ruling on that.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be able to stop the raid monster from.
So yeah, I'll
doing
do
this.
Ethereum Sculptor and pass.
All
Okay.
right, so we're on turn dose, folks. Who wants to roll it? Who's doing the damage?
Hey Matt, why don't you hit us up?
Sure. Where's my big D20? The hell did it go? 2.
2
Sack
piece.
all creatures.
Right on time.
I have it as sack a legendary permanent and all
No,
creatures.
you're right. Yeah. Well, okay. Legendary permanent and all creatures. So Urborg's gone.
Oh my gosh.
Now, the interesting thing is the way it's worded is if you had the ability to sack a legendary creature, it would count. But if you don't have a legendary creature sack, then yeah. I feel like I need to reword that. Maybe a legendary, non-creature legendary. But anyway,
Wow.
because sacking all creatures and a legendary is kind of redundant if you only have legendary and all creatures. All right, over to you, Pat.
Well, let's go ahead to the untap, do the draw, play a forest. Okay.
I have that in hand, by the way, but I'm waiting.
Let me
And it's
see.
just for that reason that I wait.
I should have known.
You'll get it.
That's 4.
That's
so
a lot of
not
2s
working.
tonight, Pat. Like 2 is the number of the night.
Oh yeah, right.
Oof.
Yeah,
Good
whatever.
lord.
Shit is what shit is. If it wasn't that shit, it would be something else. What I'm gonna do is tap 2 for Trellisara Moondancer. I'm gonna risk it of that biscuit. I'm gonna pass it over to you, Bob.
Wait, how are you doing that? Wasn't she already in play before?
No, he
No.
played the Innkeeper and the Clerk class.
Oh, gotcha. Awesome. I'm going to draw. That's what I get for paying attention. Play a Badlands, tap all 3 to put Florian, Voldaren, Scion into play and pass turn.
Awesome. I will untap, upkeep, and
What
draw.
up, Twiddler?
I will tap my land, cast Soul Ring, and then tap my Soul Ring to cast the Azor's Gateway. And then I'll pass.
So I just want to say
planes?
I have this in hand.
Oh, that's good.
I
Or
would
not,
prefer
yeah.
you guys tell me when you want me to cast it so he doesn't like.
Pass turn.
I say we cast this just before we're ready to do some serious damage, like the turn before.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I have Pier. Such an amazing card.
So we got raid
Okay.
monster roll die.
Round 3. Cool.
All right,
I got a
Oblivion, why don't
D20
you go ahead
hot
and
and
roll?
ready. So I've got
Pat's got it.
18 right here. So
Uh-oh.
that works out to be discard 2, mill 2, exile your graveyard, drain 1 plus DR.
I'm going to discard 2 lands.
I'm going to discard a Mystic Remora and Isochron Scepter.
What the hell is that?
I kind of would have liked both of those. Whatever. Exile your graveyard and drain 2 life each.
How many counters will kill the monster? And what counters?
Poison counters, maybe? Oh, you milled my Howling Mine and Court of Ire. That's so bad.
Yeah, the raid monster did. That big
You
back.
did it, Pat. I blame you.
True. I rolled it, but you know.
Okay, then I blame
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on. What happened? I was reading.
So discard 2, mill 2, exile graveyard, and drain
2.
2, I think.
2 life.
2 is the number of the evening. So
Meaning of 2s.
I'll untap.
And it gained
draw.
8 life. So I have it at 145, correct?
I have
That
it at
doesn't seem
208.
Wow. Yeah, I was so far off. I don't think I reset my counter.
Yeah,
208.
it's
I'm
50
gonna
per
go with
player.
yours.
Yeah.
Oh, YouTube doesn't think we're live?
No.
Okay.
When I clicked on it, it was like scheduled for, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna click it anyways, and it worked.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, either way,
We're here.
I'm going to do what I can, guys. I'm going to tap 3 for Horn of Greed. Whenever
Oh,
a
nice.
player plays a land, that player draws a card.
I like that.
Awesome.
Like
I'm going to also swing out for 2.
I have a land in hand.
206. First blood, bitches. Your turn, Bob.
Righteous. All right. So
So yes,
I'm gonna draw a
Twiddler,
card.
the raid monster can in fact win by killing us all, which slowly and surely it does.
So I
No
am going
crime.
to
I'll let you know if
swing
we
for
take the
3.
weekend off. 3 piece.
I'm gonna swing for 3. Swing for 3. Taking him down to 203.
Yep.
I am going to scry, or not scry. I'm going to look at the top 3 cards or exile them, and I get to play one this turn. Oh boy,
Oh, sense eyes.
do I really want to slow us down with the divining top? I don't think so.
It's a good
Oh,
card.
it's either. Oh, you get to put them on the bottom if you
Well,
don't choose
with
it.
top, it doesn't slow us down because we're not going to react to what you're doing, so you can do it while we're doing shit.
Yeah, but I
It's
think the
so
Grim
good.
It's a
Hireling's a
bit
better
different
play.
in PvE format.
So I'm going to take the Grim Hireling and exile that. The others are going to go on the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and play a land for turn with a swamp. I'm going to tap all 4. Oh, wait, I draw a card for the swamp, which is another
Yep.
swamp. Putting the Grim Hireling into play and passing the turn.
Okay. I will untap, upkeep, draw a card. I'm gonna immediately activate my Azer's Gateway, draw a card, and then exile a card under it. I'm gonna exile this Doomsday. When it has 5 or different CMCs exiled under it, it flips into a land. And then I'll play Mystic Sanctuary, enters tapped, because I have not more than 3 islands, and I'll
You
draw.
get to
off
draw
of
for it.
board. Thank you. After that, I will just pass my turn.
Did you draw for your land?
Yes, I did. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Awesome. Matt, are you just holding really still, or is your video frozen?
No, he's playing. Yeah, I'm actively seeing it happen.
Really?
Yep. See, look at me, I'm moving.
Nope, not seeing you moving. I'm seeing me moving. Can anybody else move?
Oh shit, Twiddler.
You're
Yeah, no, Bob, I see
you're
all
like
of it.
very slideshowy.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I
It
agree.
means my internet's got to be goofy. How's my audio?
Fine.
It's fine.
All right, so I'll play my
Oh,
Urza
man.
and then pass. Get a construct.
Did
Alright, let
you
me try to
play the
refresh
land and draw
my-
if you did?
Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to refresh things here, folks. I'm gonna kill
Okay.
Discord, try to get some bandwidth back.
Okay. Twiddler
See
makes
what
a
I
really
can-
interesting point. It's almost like a turn in D&D where we all get like a round.
I very much agree. That's what I was thinking earlier, is that I feel like I'm kind of in a D&D dungeon a little bit, and I had an encounter.
I'll tell you the gauntlet feels even more like that because you're having like boons and
Yeah,
getting special
I wanna
powers.
try.
And dude, look at this! Look what came today.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't familiar with this, this is Ashes Are Born. It's another card game, but it's a living card game. The one where you can like just buy the entire set at once, and then you like can add expansion packs to it, but there's no packs. It's not randomized. This is the first player versus environment deck or box. So you actually you team up versus instead of versing each other. So it's a PvE format, kind of like what we're doing here with the Gauntlet and with Commander Raids. But this is for Ashes Reborn. And if you've ever seen Ashes of Reborn's card art, it's insane. It's so good. I actually think they have the best card art of any game. You just like look at that. I don't know, just super clean, no border.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the black borders are on cards. Just get rid of them. They're not needed.
Mm.
The art's really clean. So I'm looking forward to really playing this. I don't know when we're gonna play it. We have so much shit going on. because the Frosthaven finally came out, so we're playing that on Thursdays now instead of Magic. So that means that for the next like 3 months we're going to be playing Frosthaven because each scenario takes like 2 hours, and there's like 130 scenarios, and we only play like 3 to 4 hours at a time. So we'll be playing for a while. Look at that, just super clean. Love it.
Prime. Bob was resetting his internets and stuff.
They use a D12 in their PvE system, but they also have these weird looking. I think these are called the behavior dice. It dictates like how the monster behaves that turn. Sometimes it gets like super aggro. Yeah, behavior die there. And then the battlefield flips over cards like these are the monsters that are faced in front of you. Each player gets 4 monsters, and then the amount of red droplets every time you kill one of the monsters, he gets more angry, and depending on how many red droplets there are, they like level up the boss that you're fighting. It's very interesting dynamic called the blood value.
Oh man, 3 slivers and a hug was super fun. And on Twiddler's note there, coming up with like themed commander decks is similar to kind of how Bob's been tuning up his Tulane deck as his hug deck. So it's pretty much all beneficial. He's sort of like the healer buffer, almost like a bard that never speaks, except he does speak a lot.
Got some weird looking dragon thing here. You got an even more angry dragon, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess there's 3 different difficulties.
Oh right,
Threat
3 levels.
4, threat 5, threat 6. Fire belly.
Well, I hope we do get Bob back. If not, this game's going to be really hard now. Well, we can do the 2 dice rolls, I guess.
I haven't. Well, yeah, I did take my turn. Yeah, so yeah, we can do a die roll and see. It depends on how it affects Bob, I guess.
Somebody else, or the same person, I'm not sure, mentioned how this feels like a Final Fantasy battle as well. It's very true as well.
You know what's funny about the Gauntlet? Ever since I started playing the Gauntlet, I've kind of felt like our normal commander raids is too basic for me.
Yeah.
I love complexity in games, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
like
Magic.
I've almost thought about trying to make. If you've been in the Discord for a very long time or at any point of time, you'll see Tef Mr. Toast. He was the first one that kind of, I don't know. I had the idea for a while to make a Gauntlet fight, but it's always just been in the back of my mind, and I've kind of just been focusing on other things, playing other video games, and I've not really put the time towards making it. But then once I told the idea to the stream, he was like, well, I'm just going to make a raid boss now. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, you want to play it? I'm like, sure. I haven't made a rule set or anything about it, but we can figure it out. So he made a raid boss with Shieldred and Rona. And then we played it, and we were kind of like making up rules on the fly, doing the standard play testing and whatnot. All right, he's back. And it's really made me, ever since then, I've just been kind of brewing in my head, and then I finally got around to putting it all to paper. And so far,
I don't know where we're at, and I don't.
We waited for you. We're on the raid monster's turn.
Right, but now I'm in a different position.
Yeah, that's fine. We can handle it. I'm sure we can. We could go. You're after Pat, right? Oh, he can change it. Look at that. And you need to put me to the bottom left. There you go.
Now, how is my audio? Because you're coming in a little choppy to me.
It's fine.
All right, you're an instructor. We'll get through it. All right, so I'll roll the first die. You ready?
Yeah.
Unless you already rolled. 14.
Wow, I can't see your all video again.
He's struggle busting.
Sack all enchantments.
I ain't got nothing.
Goodbye, cleric.
I have so many artifacts.
Enchantments, not artifacts.
I know, it's fine. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see what I can get.
I'm also playing an artifact deck. I got Unwinding Clock in hand. This will be fun.
I've got a 12.
12? What's that?
It creates flyers.
That's good.
No.
So
and then you're goaded. Not so good.
4 flyers, and we are goaded.
Provoked. So we got what? 4. What's this one? 2 plus the DRs. Yeah, 4 2/2 flyers. Death touch, enchantment, defender, artifact, monsters.
Okay. Well, let's untap and draw for turn. Scute Swarm. That's not super fucking helpful. Okay. Shit, man. Whatever. I'm going to tap 3 for Migratory Greathorns mutate cost onto Trelasara. I'm going to grab out a basic, put it on the battlefield tapped.
Oh, Bob's gone again.
Do it while it's there. Get my ramp outlet while I can ramp it.
Yeah.
I will follow that up by tapping Trelasara sideways and attacking, and it's a 3/4.
So it'll just block with 1 because they got death touch.
Yep, exactly.
Oh
That's
no.
Centipede.
So it is down to 3. Oh, Jesus. And then I pass my turn.
It's not
Since
quite
I
my
didn't
turn.
technically play a land, Horn of Greed doesn't trigger. I put it into the battlefield.
Oh,
I
I see.
didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't play it. Oh, Bob
He
left and
comes-
came back.
Comes back? Yeah, that's what I said. He left.
Struggle
and
busing, man.
He's
Yeah.
struggling.
Well, when you feel like it, Bob, it's your turn.
I don't know. Can you guys see me moving?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
do.
You guys all have black screens now. So what do we have for minions out there?
There's 3 of them. They're
That's
2/2s.
awesome.
Well, if worst comes to worst, if you guys clear the way, I can do some damage. We got a big boy construct out there. He's a 2/2. Oh, hey, it's Minachi
draw.
anyway, so I'm going to clear most of them. It'll be fine.
That really sucks. I'm going to lose my board state. All right. Well, I'll swing and kill 2 of them, and that's that. And then I'll play a Horde Robber and a Skullport Merchant.
Who's your commander for this deck, Bob?
Florian.
The painter?
No.
I don't know what that is. First strike, beginning of your pre-combat main phase. Look at the top X card of your library. X the total amount of life your opponent's lost his turn. Oh. I see. Oh, Bob's gone again.
Oh,
He did
wonder
pass
if
in, though, so I guess
um,
it's over to Oblivion.
Yeah, I believe he was done with his
A pass.
maybe. Oh, draw a card. Ooh, a land. That's good. I'm gonna immediately play it.
Can Tuberos monster
Draw a
cast
card.
minions or anything? I'm not sure what Tuberos meant, but the raid monster can create tokens like it just did. It happens sometimes.
And the gauntlet happens way more often.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tap my soul ring to cast an arcane signet,
Good call.
and then I'll tap 4, and I will cast a wilderness reclamation. At the beginning of my end step, I untap all my lands. I will move to my end step, untap my lands, and pass.
Yeah, no creatures?
Okay.
No creatures yet.
No.
Sorry, I can't.
I don't want to lose my Urza. All right. Maybe I'll draw a removal. All right, maybe I'll draw a removal. Oh, that actually works. Okay, never mind. I got it. Well, never mind. Anyways. What kind of artifacts we got on the battlefield? Anything juicy?
Horn of Greed.
Got
That's not-
a
that's not
soul
terrible.
ring. Soul ring is alright, I guess.
I don't mind Horde of Greed.
Copy it up.
Yeah, I was thinking about Phyrex and metamorphing it. I'm about to lose my commander, though. I don't like that.
I feel you. Been there, done that.
Trying to think if there's a way out of it. There's no artifact or creatures that remove creatures.
I got nothing here. No.
Oh yeah, same.
What's the activation cost of Sundial?
It's 1 colorless mana. And
I
tapping
can just end my turn.
Yes, that could be useful in some scenarios.
Yeah, you just do that.
That feels like kind of a bitch move, though. What do you have out there? What that's flipped over? Is that just a token?
That's the number of blockers they have. 1.
Oh, so you got no creatures out right now. All right. Let's try to give us some
See how long this lasts.
staying power. I'm gonna Phyrexia Metamorph the Horn of Greed.
Good stuff.
Which realistically, let's do that after I play or before I play my land, so we can draw 2 cards, just to make it more logical. And I'm paying 2 life for that. I'll play a Sword of the Meek, and then equip, I guess. Should be right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Yeah. All right. So then we'll go to combat. I'll swing in for 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he is larger, but he has Menace. Oh, they're artifacts. They can block, right? Is Menace artifact in black? I forget what Menace is.
And this is 2 different blockers.
Oh, they just have to have 2 blockers. What am I thinking of? What's the other
I'm
one?
thinking about like Fear or something.
Maybe.
I think it's Bob.
He's working on it. All right. So yeah. So then it's gonna block my dude, my Commandar.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. But it will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
198. We're getting there, guys.
All
I
right,
think Bob's along for the journey.
All right. So we got another 2 dice.
Yep. Round 5. Bob, why don't you go ahead? Give us a test. See what you can do.
Well, he just typed in comp is losing it. He's struggle busting. If he has to drop, we'll have to drop.
Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me?
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Can he actually see us?
We hear you.
But does he hear us?
Da-na-na. I think I see him moving from time to time.
I mean, he's there.
Well, thanks everybody for joining in.
Should go on
hanging
without
out
him.
with us this
All
evening.
right, so minus 50 from the raid monsters, so we can get rid of his life total. Addition.
Oh, that was him. Bye, Bob.
Bye.
Let's
And
get it.
I'll roll
Let's
for the
get
first
it.
one. Motherfucker, I hate this game. 2.
A 2. Sack a legendary and all creatures. Well, I don't have any. I'm already fucked.
Well, no, I have a legendary artifact.
And Oblivion, why don't you hit us up with that other die?
I will roll an 11.
11. Destroy enchantment with the highest CMC. If
Oh,
an enchantment is not destroyed this way, lose 5 life.
Oh, my
Well.
wilderness reclamation.
Since I already have like nothing, doesn't matter.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts so much.
But Horn of Greed is out. We got 2 Horn of Greeds, so every land is 2
Oh, that's
cards.
really good.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a card. Ooh. So it doesn't really help me, but I'm gonna play Exotic Orchard.
That still taps for
So-
colorless. And you can draw 2 cards.
Yeah, I got to draw 2 off of that, so that's helpful. And oof. Well, fuck it. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'm going to tap out 4 for Toski, Bear of Secrets, and I'll pass over turn.
All right.
Hey, My turn. Untap. Upkeep. I will draw Chromatic Lantern. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna cast it for 3 mana. Giving me 4 open. I guess I'll cast something. I will go ahead and cast my Ley Line of Anticipation for flash speed on my spells. If that's any use, we'll see. And then I'll pass my turn. No land drop. Damn.
And we're knocking off 30
Landra.
points for Bob, right?
50.
50, sorry.
Yeah.
138. Cool.
Sorry,
Sorry, Bob.
I'll cast a Meriden Besieged. I'm choosing Marin. So anytime I cast an artifact, I get a 1/1 Myr.
Myr.
And I guess I'll cast a Talisman. Not the best of turns here, but get a Myr.
Myr.
I'll use these 2 colorless and equip the Myr, I guess, and then I'll pass.
Well, that gets us to round 6. So we're each rolling a dice.
True. I
Oh,
guarantee
gosh.
all of these artifacts are gone.
Well, I got a 16, which is sack all artifacts. Lose 2 life for each permanent. Sacrifice this way. So.
Oh gosh, I'm losing 4 life.
So I lose 4.
8 life, Jesus.
Is it 2 per, you said? What was it?
2 per.
I lose 8 life.
Going to 30.
And whoever's next, let's go ahead and see it happen.
All right, I'm gonna roll a 14.
14. Sack all enchantments.
Oh my gosh, my entire board
2 life for each one that way.
just
Excellent.
disappeared.
All
Wow.
of my enchantments are gone.
My entire board.
11. Destroy enchantment. All right.
Oh my God.
If no permanents destroy, lose 5. All right, sick. Well, we're definitely losing a life.
5, 26.
21. So I got a 16.
Fuck.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Well, that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Untap and draw. Ooh, this is what I was hoping would happen.
You get
So-
a, I don't even know, Rampaging Beloth.
No. Tap 2 and a color. Well, 2 and a green for Scute Swarm.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a plains. That'll create me another Scutie. Nice. Who doesn't like that? I will follow that up, tapping. Ooh. Actually, you know what? At this point, I will go over to combat. I'll swing out for 1. That's right. Be frightened. 137. And I get to draw a card for doing so. Okay,
True.
cool. I'm going to tap 3 for Mentor of the Meek. I was hoping to get something cooler. I didn't.
It's all right.
At that, I'll pass it over to you, Oblivion.
Okay. I'm on tap to keep and
So,
draw.
Matt, every 2 rounds, we add a dice to the pool. And if there are dice in the pool at the end of every round, it will roll that many.
Yeah, it rolls every round, but it rolls multiple times around.
Play a land and pass. Life is
Uh-oh.
hard.
Wow. He is in Oblivion indeed.
Yeah.
That's a good card to
Yep.
draw here. Yeah, let's try to get some. Let's try to get something back here. 2, 3. I'll play a Shorikai.
Okay.
And then I'll Sure, guy. Okay. Perfect. Discard that. Play a land. I do get a pilot.
Is it a prodigy?
It's just a pilot.
Just a regular pilot.
Just a normie. And then I'll pass the turn. I have an offer they can't refuse. I guess if worse comes to worse, we can re-roll.
Oh, cool.
So I'll roll first this time.
Speaking of, we're now at round 7, so we're each going to get a
9.
dice. A 9.
One draw, one play.
Oh, well, that's not awesome.
That's not great.
And mine is going to be, oh, no shit, a 9.
All right. So we can doubly only play one spell and one card per turn.
Okay. And Oblivion,
Or
we're
draw
looking to
one.
get a dice roll from you as well.
Oh, roll 15 or 13. Sorry.
13, 5, 3 defenders.
Oh,
my
and we're goaded.
And we're goaded.
This is not looking good.
Well, you know.
Right? Okay. So my turn starts. We'll do the untap phase, the draw phase.
I forgot Sword of the Meek will come back with the pilot, right? Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, Bob's back. We'll see how long this lasts. I'm just gonna leave him down there for now.
Sure.
So I already did my draw, so that doesn't matter. Fuck it. I'm gonna play a forest. That's gonna go ahead and create me 2 more Scute Swarms. Luckily, they have summoning sickness, so kind of lucky there. I can't draw an extra card, so there's no point in me doing the Mentor of the Meek thing. And now I have to attack with all of these critters. So 1/1, a 2/2, and a 1/1. So none of theirs dies. My Toski lives because it's indestructible. This thing's dead.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Wow, that was interesting.
Something.
It
Right.
decided to switch to like somebody's hotspot that had used up all their data.
Huh.
I think. And
Okay.
it was having on like a super limited, like 60 bits per second download. It's like, what?
Your computer's not hardwired?
No, I'm down in the basement.
I ran into that
And-
throughout my entire house.
I'll tap 4 for Guardian Project on
Although
my
my house is
second
smaller
main.
than yours, so it's a little easier.
It'll be my 1 play for the turn, Guardian Project, and I'll pass it over to Oblivion.
Okay, untap.
So how are you guys doing?
Not great.
Not
Terrible.
good.
Yeah.
My entire board got wiped.
Yeah.
It did the old sack all artifacts, sack all enchantments, only draw 1 a turn. You know,
Oh, and then it also created 5 flyers.
Defenders.
the old oil check.
Oh, play a tap Triumph and pass my turn.
Oh,
Good.
What
yeah.
happens when you don't play with a hub deck?
Hard mode in general is pretty hard mode.
Oh, what did they just do?
You turned off your camera.
Oh, there you go.
So it switched. Not only did it like switch
Wait.
network adapters, it also like cut off my Bluetooth speaker audio, like switched to a non-existent speaker set, so I couldn't hear you guys. I'm like, all right, this is fun.
My gosh.
Fun time.
It's like in the middle, like I'm not touching anything, and it just decided it's going to change right in the middle of the stream. I was like, okay, that was interesting.
All right. I'll Emery, Lurker of the Lock, and go to combat. It's a 2/3, so nothing happens. Because I'm
how
guessing
much
you
life
can't.
does the bot have?
I'm guessing you can't crew with partial creatures. Like you can't try to tap it.
What do you mean?
Like I'm guessing I can't try to crew short guy even though I don't have 8. I still can't. I can't tap these, right?
What do you mean?
Does anybody else understand what I'm talking about? To crew something, you tap your creatures to crew it. If you don't have
Yes.
enough power to crew it, can you still tap them to try to crew it?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think you can, but I figured tap any number of creatures you control with total power 8 or more. So no, okay.
No.
Yeah, this guy dies from an
Doesn't meet the
attacking.
requirement.
I'll end my turn.
All
Now
right,
we
so that's
have
8.
well, we have 4 dice rolls now.
Jesus.
This ought to be fun.
Right.
We are totally screwed.
I still have an offer you can't refuse, so I have 1 reroll.
7.
We'll save it for the bad juju. Gain 15 life. I'm
7.
cool with that.
15 life, so 152.
2. I really don't want my creatures sacked.
Sack all
Second
creatures.
legendary and all creatures.
I mean, I'll re-roll it. I'll give it an offer I can't refuse.
So it gets 2 treasure tokens.
15 instead. Destroy target artifact with the highest converted mana cost. Yeah, I'll respond.
Oh,
to
nice.
that.
I don't have one of those.
I'm gonna Shurikai. Yeah, sure.
And we do need one from Oblivion as well.
Yeah, so far that's only 2.
13 again.
13, so that's some defenders. So we're getting 6 4/4 defenders.
I'm cool just conceding.
Now that I'm back, do you guys want to try to run it back?
Let me roll the last one as well. It's a 1.
Oh, look, nice. Annihilator 4.
Yep. Cool. Yep. I'm gonna concede.
So I don't think I want to run this deck if we're playing hard mode. Like, feels like Hug is the way to go. Let's end on a high note. How's that sound?
I'm down.
Just, go to the bathroom for a few
Yeah.
minutes, if that's okay.
Yeah, I know. After that showing, that's how I feel too.
Right.
Jeez.
It was rough.
Take the plug out of the behind.
Yeah, right. Since I just got shit on, time to shit on something else.
Right.
I'm actually
I
gonna
get-
bust out my slivers.
I'm gonna bust out the hugs. Hugs, not drugs, or hugs and drugs. I don't care. Let me see. Do we want to run all? Do you even have an elf deck, Matt?
Technically yes.
Put together?
Yeah, I don't want to play it.
You want to go all tribal all the time?
I don't want to play it because it's the Abomination of Llanowar drafted deck from Commander Legends that totals about $20 for the entire deck. It's a drafted deck. Like it's not. It's it's one of the worst decks I probably could possibly own and play.
Yeah, but you're probably the best player here at the table.
Yeah, that only means so much. The card pool's horrible. Trust me, it's bad.
Play whatever you want to play.
My box was not good, unfortunately. Well, it wasn't good for synergy. I don't remember if it was good for value. I'll just play the Dina Protean Hulk deck and just win before it can roll. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be right back. I'll go grab a different deck.
I think I want to keep it though. Gosh, I don't love it. But I can Helm of Awakening and Howling Mine, you guys. I can start Howling Mine turn 2. Then I have Vernal Bloom. So all I need is Yavimaya.
All right. Well, I shuffled those up a bit.
Oh man, you're gonna put me first in front of the.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about random. It's a 1 in 4 chance, buddy. Guy.
Got him.
You're a 1 in 4 chance. I'm ready to go.
I have my deck.
I am ready to Shuffleophagus.
Shuffle up and play. Oh, we can't use that.
Yeah, look out. We might get demonetized.
Yeah, right.
Pat, you might not get your 34 cents.
Oh
Ooh.
no. Shippy, what Shippy? Yo.
So you were talking about looking up restaurants in Indianapolis. You know, Sherry Vegas might actually be able to chime in on that a little bit. She has a friend that lives out there that we met up with. Yeah, the local, and I think Lance from Southern Cars / Moonshot Rip and Ship is also fairly local. We can get some insight from those peoples.
Okay.
I don't really know. I've only been there once for Gen Con, like
Yeah, I'll keep
5
them
years
good.
ago. Though I am getting more excited the closer it gets to it. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm excited.
Sure.
I'm so excited. We added another day. We added a day in front of the days that we were going to go, so we'll be there for 4 days instead of 3.
Nice.
One of the
I'm
things that I
gonna be
didn't
there
like
Wednesday
about
evening.
Vegas, like probably the biggest thing that I didn't like about Vegas is the constant feeling of being rushed everywhere. So I figured if we added another day, it would give us a little bit more time to not feel so rushed.
Well, I what I learned from Vegas is not to schedule up so many like events. Like, they still don't even have the schedule of events out, which is making me a little irritated. I want to see what's out there. I do want to schedule myself for at least one Lorcana event, right? And if there's something cool Magic, schedule myself for one Magic event.
Magic 30 event. Let's go. $1,000. You get to draft 4 packs. Let's go. Are we good? Are we good to start?
I'm down.
I think Oblivion is in Oblivion at the moment.
Oh.
Well, he said he had to use the restroom.
He's pooping.
So I'm going to interpret that as he's dropping a deuce.
That's what I said. He's pooping.
He's a poop. We all poop.
All right, now I can actually read. Yeah, I don't care. Now I can actually read the post. I'll put it back.
Oh, looks like he's back. So as soon as he says he's good to go, we can get started.
Sorry about that. I am back.
No worries.
That's okay, Oblivion. We all poop.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
You know what's funny about the post that you made for your Cardcasters map generation thing? It reminds me very much of if you've ever played Last Epoch's Echo Generation.
I haven't played that. No.
Their endgame system, their mapping system. If you're familiar with Path of Exile, basically you start off in a central, like the central crystal, and then you get to see one area off of all of that. Yeah. And then if you pick one, it branches off twice, and then if you pick another one, it'll branch off again. And then there's some random things that, like, there's like a crystal that you can go and clear. If you clear that echo, it reveals one further across all of them, so you kind of spread out the chart, and you're kind of just building and like and exploring paths and shit. It's pretty fun. So it looks exactly like what you're trying to do.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Right?
Am I good?
Yeah.
Well, let me reset down to 200. Turn 1.
Realistically, the gauntlet mode could easily be, if depending on how your I don't know how good the engine is that you're using, but that sounds like it could be programmed to do what
Draw card.
Commander Raids does.
Right? Yeah.
I've tried programming on an application for Android, and my programming skills are extremely limited. I'm just self-taught Googling everything, so I mean, it's functional, but it's, there's somebody that could do it better than I, of course. That's kind of what the Patron's for. If we get enough Patrons, I'll hire somebody to build the app better than I can do it.
I pass turn.
Okay, I will draw a card and play a tap trail and pass. But yeah, I'm setting it up to be mod friendly, so you can put in your own sets of areas and stuff like that.
I have no idea what all that means.
We'll play Wooded Foothills and then get a Triumph and pass.
Nice. I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play Thriving Isle, choosing white as the other color as it comes in. And that's going to be the end of round 1.
You know what you need, Pat? These jokers, man. And then you could, like, put this on your land to signify the other color. These are dope.
I could.
Oh, I see.
Or I could just not.
But you could.
Boom.
Over to Bob.
Over to Bob. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Oh, no. I don't want that in my hand.
That's a good one to have.
Not in hand.
No.
No, I want to cheat it with Grandma. All right. So I'm going to play Tropical Island. Tap to play the Howling Mine. Pass turn. Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Howling
Thank you. I will draw 1 and then 2 cards.
The Mark Poole Foily Boy. Woo.
I'm gonna
Can't
play
even see it in the
another
sleeve.
tapped Triome, and I have too many cards in my hand, so I think I will. What do you think, guys? Should I get rid of this toxic deluge because it might just kill
Yeah.
your creatures as well? Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass.
Ooh, an Ulamog. Volcanic Island. I need to draw a second card. Yeah, the Great Henge. These are also good. These are good cards here.
Yeah, Great Hinge, awesome.
I really don't want to cast anything, but I also don't want to discard a card, so I'm not sure what's the better play here.
You know, we need to get a not so great henge. You know,
A medium henge.
Actually, you know what?
mediocre henge.
I'll discard Aurora Phoenix because the moment I Cascade, it'll come back to my hand, so it's kind of a free discard. Then I'm not doing anything with my mana. You know what? No, I'll just play Steve. It's fine.
Go, Steve. Get your birthday on.
You go ahead.
Cool. I'll untap, draw for my turn, and then draw 2 extras.
2 extras?
I think it's one.
One
with
extra.
Howling, right?
My bad. I thought it was 2s.
Now you're thinking of the other one.
Font of
Font.
Mythos.
Or Font of Mythos, yeah.
I'll throw out a swamp. Stay where you were.
I really like how this mode changes dynamics on so many cards. You know, it's very interesting.
Yeah, that's.
Actually,
Love it.
instead of swamp,
Love it.
I'm going to toss out my branch loft pathway.
Yeah, you are.
Tap both of them for rampant growth. I'm going
There
to
you go.
grab out a basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. I'll grab out a basic onto the battlefield tapped, and that'll be the end of my turn. I'm going to go for blue.
Oh, I feel
Blue?
like
No,
a
not a
monster.
blue.
I'm rolling this one. I feel it. I feel it. Here we go. Destroy all artifacts. M20. So, Matt, explain that.
What?
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
We can get Cyclo Rifted, right?
Yeah, so
that-
in our current iteration, that means return each non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Yeah, it's just Cyclo Rift.
Is that for the monster? Is it return all non-land artifacts that the boss monster doesn't own?
Yeah.
Because it says you.
Everything is worded as if the boss monster's casting it.
Okay, so Howling Mine goes back to my hand.
Yep.
Dirty bastard.
20 used to be a nice thing. But hard mode doesn't get anything nice.
My turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play Aspara's Headquarters tapped.
I wouldn't mind drawing a Burge or something. That'd be cool.
And I'm going to tap 2 to play Helm of Awakening.
Awesome. Let's
Pass.
go.
So is that just colorless spells or one less colorless?
1 less generic mana to play spells.
It is my turn. I think I will draw 1 card. A farewell. I will play a fetch land. And I will pass.
Come on, Burge off the top. That's a 7-drop.
Not really. It's a 6-drop now.
I'll play Animar, pass.
Okay, let's do the untappy part. Let's do the draw part. Okay, that's pretty fine. I'll go ahead. I'll throw out a Savage Lands. Comes into play tapped. I'll follow that up. Tap 3 for Realm Walker. When it comes in, I choose motherfucking Slivers, and then I look at the top. Oh, cool. It's nice and everything, but it's whatever. And then I pass turn.
All right. I'll roll this one. $19. Discard 2 cards, mill 2 cards, exile your graveyard, drain some life.
Mhm.
I'm glad I didn't discard that Aurora Phoenix. Yeah, didn't need those anyways. Now discard 2 cards.
Beast Whisperer and motherfucking Seaside Citadel. Cool. Discard 2, a melee 2, exile their graveyard, drain 1 plus XDR, so drain 2 life each. So
Okay.
38, and it gains 8, so 208.
All right, over to Bob.
That was turn 3.
Yep.
All right. Untap. Draw. Hell, you're a bugger. I'm going to go ahead and copy my Spar's headquarters. I'm going to tap for 2 blue. Play Kami the Crescent Moon. Tap
Yes.
for 1, playing Howling Mine, and pass.
Yes. Amazing.
3 cards a turn. I like it. Try to
Cool.
crawl back some of that advantage.
2 and 3.
Eight
That is
shit,
amazing. I will play a land. I'll play another fetch land for turn. I got 2 fetches. I should probably crack them. So I'm gonna do that and pass my turn. I got 7 cards, so I'm good. Lose 2 life, crack these fetches.
I don't even think I have exploration in this deck. It'd be dumb if I didn't.
3 lands. All right. I'll tap 2 for a shardless agent. Get a counter on Animar. Cascade. A Rattleclaw Mystic. I like that. This is what we like to hit creatures. So now everything's 3 less, which means that I can play my land for the turn. And we'll cast a Boarding Party. Cascade. We'll get a Surrock. Then we'll go to combat, and we'll do 11.
11. So
Yep, 6 and 5.
199.
Oh, first blood.
Oh. 197.
And then I am done.
You didn't swing with your Shardless, or is that Vigilant?
It just came out this turn. That's Cascade only.
I thought that came out last turn because I remember looking at it
No,
across the
he,
board.
no, he definitely just played it.
Oh, was it? It was.
played
Oh, he just
Animal
had it
last
face
year.
up
It's in
on
my
the.
hand,
He had face
yeah.
up on the. Yeah, sorry.
Well,
So I was
once
looking
my
at the
camera
Shardless.
comes
I
back.
knew it was it.
Okay, so I untap and draw for turn.
Draw 3.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. And an
Yeah, draw 3 is
extra.
pretty good. Definitely
and
don't want to
an-
miss
Don't
that.
forget everything's discounted by 1 generic as well.
Yeah.
I'll throw out a Crag Crown Pathway.
Out of curiosity, I'll have to Google this. Can you morph off of Cascade?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Because the wording of Cascade,
it would cast it off the front side, not
when you
cast it
cast
for
the
an
spell,
alternate.
exile cards from top of your library, you may cast it without paying its mana cost.
Right, but you
And
can't
morph
pay
says you
alternate.
may cast this card face down. They're both cast.
Yes, but I believe that's an alternate cost.
Yeah, I'll
I
Google
don't
it.
think Cascade can hit alternate costs.
I'm going to say fuck it and risk the biscuit. Again, I'm putting out Sliver Overlord. And then I will proceed to attack with Realm Walker for 2. See what we can do. And that's going to be the end of my turn as we bring it to the end of round 4. So we're looking for 2 dice rollers. Who wants at this action?
I'll roll one. That is a 6.
A 6.
Gains 15.
Gains 15.
I'm okay
well,
with
that's
it.
easy math. 210.
I feel like
And-
Oblivion's got it. Oh, never mind.
I got a 2.
See, motherfucker. Why?
Oh,
My entire fucking
that
board.
sucks. Hey, it's not like I'm fucking happy about this, buddy guy.
I had such a good board state going into next turn.
Yeah,
I did
well,
so much fucking damage
My
next turn.
gosh.
okay.
Worst.
Well, ain't that something?
All right, so it's on me. Untap. I only get to draw 2.
True.
Okay, I'm going to play an island for turn. I'm going to tap all these to simply play Walk the Aeons. I am not sacking islands to buy it back. Drawing, untap. Drawing 2 more cards. Oh, that's interesting. I suck at sequencing. So... yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and bring Chulane out into... Oh, too much mana. Tapped. Chulane out into play. Not like I can do... Oh, yes, I can. Oh, boy. I'm just going to go ahead and cast it now. I'm going to tap 2 green because I forgot about the Helm of Awakening. And I'm going to cast Ewit, targeting Walk the Aeons.
Wow. Sure.
Back to my hand. When it comes into play, I get to draw a card, and I will pass the turn now.
Hey, what up, Time Capsule?
I will untap, upkeep, and draw 2 cards. 1 and a 2. I have 1 island, 2 islands only. It's gonna enter tapped. Very unfortunate. I'm gonna play a Ottawa. Actually, I don't mind something entering tapped, do I? This is fine. I am gonna tap 4. And I will cast my commander Kenrith, reduce by 1 thanks to Helm of Awakening. That's gonna be it for my turn. I will move to instead discard a card because I have too many. Pass.
Animar, Bloom Tender, pass.
And there we go. Short and simple.
Don't forget to
I'll
draw 2.
untap,
Hey, the Bloom Tender was nice. I'll be honest.
draw, and it's draw 1 extra.
Yeah.
Correct.
Awesome. Let's see.
And the discount, of course, from the Helm was also nice.
I have smart thing to do is kind of wait. I'll throw out Thriving Grove. It will also be a white as the other thing. I am going to tap for a black and 3 more to play Blood Beckoning kicked. If it's kicked, return 2 creatures from my graveyard to my hand.
All right.
Cool. And then that's going to be the end of my turn. No, that's Thriving Isle. That's already in play.
2 rolls.
Yep.
I'll roll 1. 15. Artifact. Highest artifact. Highest converted mana cost artifact. And then if you don't get something destroyed, you got to return a land.
What was that last part?
If you don't have an artifact destroyed, return a land to your hand.
Oh, God
Now sack Helm of Awakening.
Oh.
Then Oblivion
this
roll
way.
for the second one.
I'm sorry, what is the effect of the first one?
You'll destroy artifact. If you don't have an artifact to destroy, the highest converted mana cost artifact. If
Okay.
you don't have an artifact to destroy, then you return a land to your hand.
Okay, I will return this Ottawa. And I will now roll my d20, which is a nat 20. Oh no, that's the Cyclorith, is it?
Sure is.
Oh, well, I'm already there.
Put
I'm
Garrett.
already there. Well, return a land and all permanents you control. Very good. Good blue player.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All right, my turn's going to be very similar as last time.
Cool. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's it for the rolls.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll untap. Draw one.
This is the first time we've gotten decimated with the group hug deck, I think. So far, it's not looking great.
Man, I
gonna
think the
tap.
monster is just delaying the inevitable.
Walk the Aeons. Turn 2. Draw a card. Play another land.
He basically just explored. Sad times.
So that this won't trigger this turn, correct?
Correct.
It can only. Then I'm actually. Yeah, I'm just going to put my commander back out into play. And Howling Mine. Pass turn.
Sure. 2 draws.
Oh, thank you. I will draw one and then draw a second. I'm gonna be discarding some stuff this turn, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm already at 8.
Play my land. Kind of artifacts and creatures do you guys have in your graveyard? Anything interesting I want to reanimate, perhaps?
I have a single sorcery. Nothing for me.
I've got a Surok Dragonclaw. That's about the most interesting. There's a haster in here. A 6/3
I
haster.
feel like actually reanimating something on Bob's board kind of makes a lot
He's
of
got
sense.
a Kami.
Because it helps us all. Should I go for the Kami or the Helm? Which
Oh,
one's
it's anything?
any artifact or creature? With
Oh. I mean, Helm's not bad. It helps us
Helm
kind
is-
of catch back up.
Which one gets destroyed more by by the monster? Usually?
Artifact. Well, but this is also a legendary, so they're both about the same.
I was like, they're about the same.
All right, I'm just gonna risk it. We're gonna gain some more like tempo off of this anyway, so it's probably good either way. I'm gonna tap 5. I will beacon that Helm. I suppose if we reduce mana costs, it might be nice. We'll see.
Sure.
I like it.
And shuffle the beacon into my library, discard hand size, and pass.
Okay, so we draw an extra card and everything costs 2 generic less.
No, 1 generic less.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought he copied your Helm of Awakening.
Well, no, he
I
revitalized.
ran-
It
He
got
copied it.
destroyed.
He cast it from the graveyard. He reanimated it. So it's technically not on my board. So if it's sack 1 artifact, the Howling Mine and Helm go.
That is correct.
All right, we'll do an Animar, then a Bloom Tender. Then we have to do it. And then we'll have to do. I have to Mist Rainforest to do my turn the way I want it to happen. So I'll lose a life. Yeah, sure, breeding pool. Yeah, I'll try to preserve my life total. Then I'll play a kitty cat and pass.
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
Untap, draw for mine, draw
My
for the
board can
extra.
survive. I got a baller ass turn next turn.
Same buddy guy. Let's see what I can do for now, though.
Any counters in hand?
No, I'm definitely gonna
All right.
go for gold.
Cool.
Play a swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4,
See,
5.
what it's going to do is it's going to fuck me, and it's going to be like, you can only play and draw 1 spell a
tap
turn.
6 for Morophon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Sliver Overlord for free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll have to discard to hand size. So I'm just going to get rid of Terramorphic Expanse. And I'll pass turn.
We on 3 dice?
Yeah.
You can always count on Sliver.
Well, we can hope.
Yeah. Well, they're both legendaries and they're both creatures. So I'm very exposed.
5.
We take 15 damage.
15. So I'm down to 23.
21.
15 each? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
take 15.
I'll take another one just like that. Actually, let me roll. Let me see if I can get one just like it.
Sure.
I
Or
got
I
an
can gain
8.
15. Yeah, I gains 15. No, that's the one that fucks us. I can only play one. We can only play one spell and draw 1 card per turn.
Play one, draw one.
That's really bad.
And who's our last?
Yeah, I'll just wipe all of our board here. Hold on. 13. No, let's just goad every creature. Let's do that. Let's create 5 3/3 flying defender and provoke everything. Why not?
All right, that's all of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all of it.
All right, so we can only play one, draw one.
Yeah. And there are defenders out.
Yeah, there's 5 3/3 defenders. And we're provoked.
And yours are not indestructible, Pat?
No, but on my turn, I can pay 3 to activate an ability, which is not a fucking spell. I can search my deck. I can get the indestructible sliver. I can play it for free on my turn as my single spell. That's what I do while you guys are playing, is figure out how to just like do my turn so it takes no time. Like, not to be a dick, like it's cool to watch you guys do and stuff, but like
I'm going to play my Eternal Witness, targeting the Walk to Aeons, back to my hand. And I am going to tap my Chew Lane for 3, returning E-Witness back to my hand. Oh, I paid 1 too many. Not that it... No. Wait, no, I didn't pay the 3 for the E-Wit. Is that what I didn't do? I didn't pay something. I didn't pay something somewhere.
2.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
There. Yeah, pass turn.
Okay, I will untap, upkeep, and draw 1 card. God damn.
Excellent. No, you draw 2. Well, no, never mind.
Oh, yeah. Wish I didn't draw on the
Holy
first
Mind
board.
shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Enters untapped. It's not too bad. I will play my Earth board.
All the swamps.
Oh, I could risk it and play. What happens if I Narset Reversal the monster's ability?
What does
it's
it
a
do?
counterspell, right?
It bounces it back to hand and copies it. Narset his Cyclo Rift.
Huh.
Well, if it
I
copies
treated
it's gonna
it
change all the
as
targets.
a counterspell.
Okay, sounds good.
The fact that it copies it makes it weird.
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah, I mean, you
Does it
could
copy the
you-
thing you're making a reroll, or does it copy the thing that after it rerolls?
I
I
don't
would
know.
say it copies the thing that
You have to copy the
you're-
thing that it's you're making it
doing,
reroll. You have to
right?
copy that ability.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
So I guess it would copy the ability and then reroll.
Yeah, it would copy the first ability and then reroll.
That would be awesome, dude. I could Cyclo Rift that thing.
That
Whoa,
would be,
that would
well,
be sick.
you know.
I mean, if it rolls a 20 or something, I guess.
Okay.
I kind of want to cast my commander and get board white, though, you know? So I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Gonna tap 6 and reduce my 1, recast Kenrith for 7, and pass my turn.
Is that not a creature you have out there?
This is my helm, basically. The helm.
Oh,
from
okay.
my
Okay,
helm.
gotcha.
It looks like a card captor Sakura or something.
Yeah, it's Vanguard. Not sure. Casters Vanguard, something.
I wish there was a sliver that let you play it flash.
There is quick sliver.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Your wish has been granted.
Yeah, it's definitely like 10 feet away from me.
How big is this fucker? Okay, we'll go 3. It's reduced by 4, so it's 5. 3, 4, 5. I'll play the Great Henge as my one spell.
I don't have a quick sliver.
I'll go to combat. I'm forced to swing.
Interesting.
I'll activate Timur's ability to bounce Animar back to my hand, making Timur Sabertooth indestructible, killing one of them. So not the worst, I guess. Then I'll pass turn.
Okay. Well, let's see what I can do. Top deck fun? Any love? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter really.
Oh wait, when I cast, sorry, I missed the trigger. I'm going to do it anyways. When I cast the E-Wit, I could put the Bountiful Promenade from my hand into play from Tulane.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to tap 6 to do the ability on Sliver Overlord twice. I'm going to grab out 2 slivers and put them into my hand.
He liked it so much, he did it twice.
Yeah, right? So I'm going to grab the really cool... What's that?
Indestructible.
Oh, yeah. Well, in response, I'm going to add 2 green mana and gain 2 life.
So I grab out the Indestructible Sliver and Sliver Legion, which is the all slivers get ++ for slivers.
All right.
And then I'm going to play the Indestructible one as my card for turn for free. I will play Temple of Epiphany, my tap land for turn, scry 1. Light Swiftfoot Boots. You're going to go right on the fucking bottom, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. I will attack with Morophon and Sliver Overlord. Sliver Overlord is an 8/8. Morophon's a 6/6. Both
Does either have
indestructible.
trample?
Nope.
All right, then I would say it would just block 1 apiece to block the damage, and it's down to 2.
Yep.
Flyers.
Cool. I'll discard 1 to hand size and pass over turn.
All right, we're on turn 7. 3 dice.
Excellent. 5. Everybody takes 15.
I am down to 8.
I'm also down to 8.
Oh my gosh, I'm at 6.
All right, Oblivion, what you got?
Jesus, I'm almost
If
there.
you roll
Hit
a
any of
4
the
or a
damage
5,
on.
we die.
Oh,
Um,
I think like a 19 kills us as well.
Well, it's a 7.
Well, that means that he gains 15. The raid monster.
That's better. That's like the best you could
That's
do.
7.
Yeah, I'm happy with them gaining 15 at this moment.
225, and I'm also at 8.
Like this isn't even close right now. All right, one more die. Somebody.
Go ahead, Pat.
Oh,
are you
let's
at?
see what it is. A 1.
Oh, good. Annihilator 3. That is.
And then we skip something.
Yeah, we skip
On
a
each
phase.
player.
All right, goodbye, 3 lands. Nice
Yeah,
knowing
for
you.
real.
Goodbye, Howling Mine, and 2 lands.
Considering I have Bloom Tender and a Great Henge, I'm not too sad about that. It ain't great, but
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of 3 lands.
So are you getting rid of the
Oh
helm
my
then?
gosh.
I assume.
Actually, no. Instead of
2
3
lands
lands,
and
I'm going to get rid of...
Yeah.
So, let's see.
So you can't Narset's reversal that, right? Well, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It could be worse.
I'm going to Sliver Hive
Narset's
Lord
I have
Reversal
no
wouldn't be
to do
terrible,
it.
but he has no mana.
and 2 lands. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sliver, Hive Lord, and 2 lands.
You might want to keep up the Narset's Reversal this
How
turn
many
in case it
blockers are
hits
there
something like
for
damage and kills us all. But I think this is pretty much a foregone conclusion, guys.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that we win?
No. Well,
What?
what are we gonna win with? Now, granted, because I'm not limited this turn, I may be able to play my entire hand, but we'll see.
I'm reasonably
is it on me now?
confident I could win on my turn.
Okay.
I'm
well,
reasonably confident I can win on my turn.
You can do 225 in one turn. That'd be impressive.
how confident are you, Pat?
Confident enough that I should play it out.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw.
They're not very. You can just say it. I win.
No, like
Hold on.
I'm more than 50% that I would be able to win on my turn.
Well, then I should be able to make this 100% you win. I'm going to tap 6.
I mean, I also can do a lot of degenerate shit on my turn.
Pat,
Yo.
target player takes an extra turn after this one, so you're going to go right after me.
Oh, hot shit. Ooh,
And I pass
shit.
the turn.
Okay. Fucking
Ooh,
untap, draw for turn. I'm going to play a mountain.
All right.
I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to tap 6 to play Sliver Overlord twice. Going to go ahead, grab out Hibernation Sliver and Cloud Shredder Sliver. Actually, no. Yeah. Hibernation Sliver and First Sliver. There you go.
Keep in mind, it still has defenders as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have swung into it with Tulane if I could have and killed something, but I can't. Can't Kenrith bounce something?
Okay.
Depending on what he does, I might have been the better target for the extra
No.
turn, but we'll see. I believe Pat. You got this.
Pat's
got
got
some-
the plus for each other sliver.
I've
Yeah,
got
I
some,
can. I have unlimited mana on my turn, and I'm
He's
about
got
to draw
like 2 turns
and
in a row.
cascade about.
So I'll play First Sliver for free. Cascade. Nature's Claim. I'll kill off one of the defenders.
That's a good one.
Its controller gains 4 life, so it's up to 229.
Excellent.
Okay. I'll play Hibernation Sliver for free. It's going to cascade down to 1. Oh, Lightning Boots. Mystical Tutor. Oh,
Okay.
instant or
Interesting
sorcery.
one.
Oh, shit.
Well, I went for it. I mean, I pretty much emptied the guns. Like, that's as much as I can hug you guys. It's up to you now. You guys have to thug it.
I guess Anticipate. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Stick those all together. That'll go to my hand. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to use that anyways. Okay. I'll play
Doesn't
Sliver
Mystical Tutor
Legion.
go on top?
Oh, it does go on top. Yeah. Cool. So Sliver Legion. It's going to
Which
just
means you're going to cascade into whatever
cascade
you
into it. Look at the top 3 cards in my library. Put 1 in the hand, the rest in the bottom in any order. Fucking planes. Sure. Whatever. Okay. Go on. Get to the bottom. Okay. So, at this point, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Going to pay 2 life for Hibernation Sliver down to 6 for First Sliver. I'll play it for free again. Cascade. Diffusion Sliver. That's going to cascade down to 1. Come on.
It won't.
1.
That one
Ah.
won't cascade
Okay.
because you
Yes, it will.
cast First Sliver.
It's not a sliver,
Try 1. Draw a card. Arcane Signet.
right? What is it? Oh, it is a sliver.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
I
Whatever.
guess. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't read.
during while first sliver is cascading, he's not on the field, so other sliver spells don't cascade.
Oh, true.
Oh, so I'll choose Sliver Legion instead. Good call.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'll.
Meaning he
that'll-
bounced Sliver Legion with the Hibernation Sliver
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
the first one.
And then I'll just do the same thing again. So Sliver Legion again. I should have chose a different target earlier on. Oh, what am I doing? First one is going to be Hive Stirrings. Hey, create 2 1/1 Sliver creature tokens.
You also have to take your life down to 4.
It went down to 6.
Didn't you just
And
use
this is all-
hibernation silver? Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
You could do it 2 more times.
No, he can do it one more time. But he hopefully he'll hit his life link sliver.
Yeah, right. Well, let's see what we can do. Pop it one more time. Bring it down to 2. No, that's higher. Thank God. Life goes on. You gain 4 life. If a creature died this turn, instead you gain 8. Nothing has died this turn.
Oh yeah, you killed the defender.
Yeah, sure did.
I did. Yeah.
She'll gain 8 plus
life.
10.
Back
Oh,
up
now
to
you can do
10.
that.
4 more
Four more
activations.
times.
So I'll pop that again. Bring it down to 8.
Nice.
Sorry, guys, for how fun this is. Disenchant.
Blow
Kill
up
the
another
other
one. The other defender's gone.
Awesome.
Okay.
The way is clear.
So I'll pop Sliver Legion one more time. Bring it down to 6. Fuck it.
Oh, wait.
Soul Ring.
The floor
Okay.
is open.
Perfect.
What?
Soul Ring. Okay. Yeah. I'll tap the Soul Ring into Arcane Signet. It gets me a little bit closer. I'm going to do Sliver Legion one more time down to 4. I really should have gotten the fucking Mono F Sliver instead. Sign in Blood. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. No.
Target somebody
You
else.
can target me. I can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Or you
I
can
target
pop it.
Matt
I'll be
then.
cascading, or you can Oblivion if he's. I mean, he's got enough cards in hand. I might have infinite mana on my turn, anyways. Actually, I'm almost guaranteed I will. Actually,
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
just gonna do it
I
one
definitely
last
have
time
unlimited
then.
mana next turn.
2. Flick this guy one more time. Venturous Impulse. Look at the top 3 cards. Reveal a creature or land from among them. Put it in your hand. The rest in the bottom. Fuck. Savai. Well, I tried. Cool. So it's attack phase. These guys are new. These guys are not. So I'll attack out.
Pretty
you
good
didn't
because
get
you
the
got
haste-
2
You didn't
moves.
get the haste one, did you?
Right. Exactly.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
I definitely played this wrong. Whatever.
I mean, you get another turn after Oblivion
next turn.
and myself, so
Oh yeah. Oh shit. That's a great
so, you're
point.
not, so it's
I'll
not too,
definitely be
it's
able to
not too
close
bad.
it.
You'll have a chance to redeem yourself.
How
maybe.
much damage did you do? Because they're all
Uh,
plus X the number equal the number of slivers.
I have no slivers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus
So that's at least
21. So it's
24.
41 damage.
Wait, what? Wait, what? No, it's
41 with these 3. Because they're all getting plus 7 because of the number of slivers I have, and plus an extra because of Morophon.
Wait, how does Sliver
That's
Legion
plus 8.
read? It's for each other sliver?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So that's 21 plus however many they are. So it was 48, you said?
41.
41.
Yeah.
So that's
188.
Yeah.
Ugh. Sorry, guys. I puttered there for way too long. My bad.
No,
my
it's
bad.
Fine. Totally fine.
You took a mat
You
turn.
get a big, healthy punch in his face, like on your turn.
Yeah, you'll do a bunch
I
of damage.
take it
on
it's
your turn.
my turn now, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My go. Let's untap. Upkeep.
He's going to do like
Sure.
close to 100 damage on his turn.
I'm gonna chip in, guys. I'm gonna help out with my 5 damage.
Yeah, dude.
Hey.
Sure. I'll play a tapped land. Yeah, I'm keeping mana up for Narset Reversal just in case things go
No,
terrible.
it's going to be over if it gets to his turn.
Boy, hopefully.
So you said 5? Yeah. I got 183. You guys got to do 183 points of damage in between your 2 turns.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Draw. We're only on 1 draw, right?
We are, yeah.
No, it's not 1 draw.
No, I meant there's no other additional draws on the field.
Oh, yeah. I don't have anything out to help you draw, but you can
That's
draw
fine.
more than 1.
Yeah. Fetch land.
Sorry we didn't say it when you popped in there, Solar God. Hello. Struggling on hard mode. It's unclear what's going to happen.
I feel even more confident that I'll win on my turn now.
I got faith. You two can pull it out. I did, like I said, I did what I could. I mean, and it's close. Everybody's life count. What do you got? I'm at 8.
5.
2.
Cast Animar. He will come
With
into the
2.
battlefield with a 1/1 counter. And then it's a non-creature, so I'll draw a card.
Okay. Struggling.
Do we have the helm out still or no? Was that
No.
sacked? It looks like it's sacked. All right. Float a mana.
Yeah.
Play Ancestral Statue. It comes in the battlefield with a counter. Draw a card.
Excuse me.
I have a floating mana for cast Peregrine Drake using 2, 3. I have 2 left. I'll keep a green and a whatever left. Untap 5 lands. Draw a card, and this gets a counter on it. But with Tamara Sabertooth and Peregrine Drake, I have unlimited mana because I can float 5, use 2, bounce the Peregrine Drake back to my hand, replay it, draw a card. So with unlimited mana and my deck, I can play my entire deck. Because the Grey Henge, every time I play a creature, I mean, I'll play it out. I don't know 100% that I can do it, but I'll play a Maelstrom Wanderer. I'll cast that. I'll cast that. So everything has haste.
And everything comes in. Yeah. With you can give
I'll
everything
cast
comes
that,
in.
draw 4 cards. Draw a card from the Great Henge. And then I'll cast an Artisan. We'll go get back a Boarding Party. Was it put into play or cast? Return it. Get a Surrak. Give my dudes trample.
I have an unsummon if it helps you.
Do they have any defenders left?
No.
No, for you.
I'll cast a
No, he just needs to keep. He just needs to keep bouncing
Oh,
the
you're just
Peregrine
playing
Drake
it
back,
out.
and he's going to be able to.
Well, if your Peregrine Drake enters and exits a bunch of times, don't you get Animar triggers and it goes up like infinitely?
Well, realistically, yeah, I'll just do that. That makes it easy. I'll just play Ancestral Statue an infinite number of times and kill it with Animar. I'll hit it for about 10,000. We'll go with 10,000.
Damn
That
it.
works.
I was going to take
That was
forever on
close.
my turn, though, Matt.
That was close.
Yo, for real. I was at 2 fucking health.
I was at 5.
So I'm going to call it right now. There's the all-star of the game.
Who,
That
Matt?
made the difference. No.
Oh, Walk of the Aeons. Yeah.
Yeah, walk the Aeons on either me or him. Well, me, I would have just won like on that turn.
Yeah.
But you were able to take 3 extra turns for yourself and then 1 for Pat. And
Yeah.
Pat probably could have won if he would have played the right sliver.
If I played my turn differently, I could have won it.
So either
I'm
one of us
saying.
could have won it because I knew that I
Yeah.
could get infinite mana with Peregrine Drake and the Timur Sabertooth with Animar.
But I definitely need to go
I'm
through
voting
this
that
deck and
MVP.
fool with some stuff.
I'm voting Animar MVP because he's a monster every time he gets cast.
Ooh.
Good job, guys.
Without
Oh,
it, I
yeah.
don't think we would have got to Animar getting to be a beast.
We beat him.
Oh, what? Walk the Aeons? You never gave me an extra turn.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
not-
I gave you
not me at
extra
all.
card draw. I gave you extra or discounted land. So I mean,
Oh yeah, the extra
Yeah.
card draw was nice.
that's what I'm saying. And the
I thought you
Walk to
meant the
Aeons
Walk to
allowed me the Walk to Aeons allowed me to get that all out there.
Pitiful extra turns.
It's subtle, but it's enough. So that's that, folks. That is
Yeah.
hard mode and the hug deck. Still
And slivers, yeah.
winning.
Right.
And Animar.
I think
Well,
this is
technically,
the.
I mean,
Animar
Kenrith
won.
can be a monster too. I don't know what the Kenrith decks do, but I've heard that they're great.
They do whatever
That's
you
the
want
third
them
time
to
I've
do.
seen one,
against them.
and they just
Right, so-
haven't really popped off. I don't know if they need more mana or something.
What, Kenrith?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they win. I've never seen one win. I've just heard they're good.
Right.
Yeah, it's the
You
third
can
one
do
I've
anything.
seen. It's the third one I've seen in Commander raids. So
My neck.
All
All
right.
right, guys. It's already pretty late. We've been going over 3 hours here, so I think
Yep.
it's about time to go ahead and wrap this show up.
Sure. I'm glad I was able to make it in.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for showing up.
absolutely.
Thank
Glad
you,
to have you
Oblivion,
here, Matt.
Thanks, sir.
Nice
For,
playing with you,
coming
Oblivion.
out
We'll
and joining
chat
us.
more about the stuff that
Yeah,
you posted.
definitely. For sure.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are
And,
watching,
thank you, Oblivion, for stopping in.
for those of
This
you
was
that are
fun to
watching
play
that are
with you
not
again.
aware of the Commander raids, this is the Discord. You can freeze frame it and go join it. That is a queue. That's ZGTBD522QM. And yes, it is capital Z, capital T, capital B, capital
Yeah,
Q.
the
capital M.
the capitalization matters, unfortunately. I'll just post a link. It's a hell of a ton easier than.
We have a lot of different links that are.
Yeah, but just
Not
use the
fine.
same one and it's fine.
In either case, go out and join the Discord. The current iteration channel has the rule set if you want to try it yourself. A lot of people are hesitant to try this the first time for some reason, but it is a very friendly format for trying it the first time. Like, so long as you have somebody that's played it before, it's actually very, very easy to understand. Maybe you'll feel like you need to retune your deck or something playing the format, but certainly the format itself is easy to learn on the core set of rules, and probably pretty easy to win if you play the easy mode, even with like precons. Either way, join the Discord, come join us, check it out, hit us up. I'm usually playing at least a couple of games a week, and don't be a stranger. Go in there, get the notifications on the Looking for Group channel, or try to start one yourself.
Yeah, one of these weeks I'll try to set in a specific day that I at least dedicate a few hours to playing with people if they want. So, especially Gauntlet mode. I'm excited to get to.
Yeah, I'll give that
I
a
wanna
crack.
try that too.
Yeah, it sounds
I need to
really
go upstairs and
interesting.
spend
I'm
some
looking
time
forward
with
to
the
seeing how it works
I
out.
can tell you this: the people that I've played with so far have wanted, like, put it this way: we played one game on Thursday with my Thursday group. We played Frosthaven, and then at the end we didn't have enough time for another Frosthaven, so I asked them if they wanted to play a Gauntlet. And two of them was like, "Can we get together on Wednesday and then play more of this on another day, so we don't have to play on the Frosthaven day?" But they wanted to play more and really, delve into it and see what it's about.
Awesome.
So I think it's got a lot of potential. So I'll probably be
Well,
working on it a little bit more today, trying to reword some stuff. I've come across some things that I want to change, but seems fun.
The real MVPs are you, the viewers, watching this. Without you guys, we wouldn't. And
Viewers
gals,
like you.
seriously,
Yeah,
we
right.
wouldn't be doing this. So thank you very much for watching, tuning in. Leave comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff for more content like this the past 3 hours.
Share it.
Share the word. Help us spread the
Share
word.
it all. It's the best way to support the channel is sharing it.
Right. Well, hey, take care. Y'all be well. Bye.
Take care,
Later.
everybody.